Hey, okay, my mic is working. How's everybody going? Happy Friday, happy Halloween. Welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. I hope everyone is doing just fantastic. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Teddy again. So, we're going to be diving into Hulkling. There's a couple of deck builds that I really want to try out during the stream, specifically a recursion of Within, and then also a ready for a fight build, and if we have time, a confused lock to give us access to his very powerful alter ego state. How's it going, Autumn? Happy Halloween! Hope you're doing fantastic. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Ooh, 1 o'clock sneaks up on you. I try and be productive now, like in the morning, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my goodness, time to go. So I was gonna say I just sorted all my cards from MCDC, but I have not yet sorted all of the cards. I've put everything back in the binder, and that was the important part for deck building. So when I cannot find a card, it's in this giant stack over here to my right, just so everyone knows. Very cool. Nice. Yeah, I think because I am on a little bit of a time consideration, I want to jump directly into the game. After we play a couple of games, we're going to cap off the stream with a discussion around his aspects and potentially trying to figure out what that best aspect is. But I do want to get a couple more reps in before we have that discussion. What's up? How's it going? Hello. Hope everyone is doing great. If we hop down to the table, I set up a Halloween game for us. So I decided to go Green Goblin, and the fact that and risky business because when he flips, he's putting on his costume, right? So it's a Halloween. Then I threw the horror mod set in there because I felt like that was fairly thematic. I figured, you know what? It's Halloween. We got to at least try something Halloweeny. What's up, Mongoose? Been wondering this for a while. What are the games behind and over my shoulders? Yeah. So up here, I don't know if you can see this one. This one is Spirit Island. This is a Earthborn Rangers book. This here and this here are Final Girl. We have season 1 and then season 3. Then we have Lord of the Rings directly behind me, which you cannot see because my chair is blocking the way. Is Arkham, and then we got Champions right there. Slay the Spire is down here, and then we have Ashes, Rise of the Phoenixborn. There. Yeah. Happy Halloween. Can't wait for your how to print video. Something I'm looking very much forward to. Yeah. I'm got a lot of people reaching out saying that they would be very happy to help, and so that's really exciting. I'm hoping to do that one next week because yes, I am also really excited to learn how to print some of that custom stuff. Final Girl, don't ever think I've seen the boxes. Yeah, so these are the series boxes. So when they put out a... Just grab one. So when they put out like a Final Girl scenario, it's in a box like this. And then they put out 6 to 7 of them at a time, which they call a series. And then the series are sold in like this complete packaging boxes. So you open that up and you see a ton of those little like feature films is what I think they call them. Hulkling, let's go. What's up, Jeff? Happy Halloween. Speaking of storage, I'm running low on sleeves and just purchased 4 new heroes. I have sleeves on everything. What are some candidates to unsleeve and put away? I've already done the basic doubles. The unsleeve and put away. Yeah, I did. The basic doubles are a really good one. Then there are a couple of core cards that we got more than 3 copies of. So if you play, like True Solo, you're not building multiple decks for like a table. You could sleeve some of those. I'm thinking like Anticipation, maybe one of them. I don't even know. You'll probably do Avengers Mansion. I think we have a ton of those. Um, but I would look to the core set and see if there are cards in there that you either don't use or have more than 3 copies of, because I know that there were a couple in the core set. And then there were a couple of reprints that came out in packets afterwards that we have a decent number of at this point. Feels like every single stream I turn my mic up. Is my volume low or is it fine? But like I can't hear myself, but I can see the little bar, and it feels like it's not really getting to that optimal range. But it was the last time after I turned it up. Maybe I'm like hitting it down or get. Seems a little bit lower than normal. Okay, let me turn it up. Okay. Well, yeah, okay, so now it seems like it's back to where it was last time. I don't know. Who knows? Let's build Hulkling. So with risky business, do we want to go leadership or do we want to do a protection build first? I'm really down for pretty much anything. The protection build I think is going to be like a ready for a fight type situation, flipping down, readying, and then flipping back up. Though I was thinking right before the stream, he may not love ready for a fight because the awkwardness of grabbing the double at the end of your turn means that you can't utilize it to pay for like a hero action, but you can use it to pay for an ally. So I think we would see potentially a heavier ally run with a ready for a fight build, or just hold on to that double. Leadership with Wiccan Recursion, let's do it. Yeah, I think that will be his best. I think leadership with Wiccan is going to be really good, because whenever Wiccan enters play, it's not even play from hand, which is, hold on, I need to confirm that, because yeah, after you play Wiccan from your hand. Okay, so after you play Wiccan from your hand, so we do have to figure out how to recur him using like, he's going to really like Medlab. He's going to really like Medlab because he can flip down utilizing impersonation to play Wiccan from his hand again. And I think that's probably where we're going to see that. So Wiffin's not going to block for us, but every other turn we can use him, because he only has 2 health, to knock himself out via consequential, then flip down, play him again from Medlab, which plays, quote, from hand. I think that's probably our best bet. That's going to be a fun build, though. All right, so let's grab the core building blocks for that. It's going to be Medlab. Medlab, I also learned during MCDC, Medlab is another way that you can play allies off turn. So you can call on an action, and since it's an action to play the ally, you can play him off turn. Not necessarily Whiffin, but I'm thinking like Maria Hill. My mind always goes to how can I play Maria Hill again? What's up, Brant? Can you get ready or command team him? I was thinking get ready, because that's the other thing that I was looking at. There's a lot of really decent low cost events, and Hulkling wants to spam those events. I may run a command team just to have it ready, but I think like 3 copies of get ready, which is just a 0 cost action to ready an ally. We then get to utilize that ally again, and we get to trigger his ability. What's up, Matt? Is Rapid Response Moon Knight with Tiger worth it, or is Make the Call much better since he is so cheap? I would probably go Make the Call first, and then if I found that I needed more, I would go a Rapid Response. I would go like 1 Rapid Response. Face the Past is wild in Hulkling, by the way. Super Scroll is a punk. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Super Scroll. He scares me. We got rocked last time. Okay, so Medlab. Do we need doubles? We probably don't need doubles here. Let's go 3 copies of Get Ready. Cheap events to trigger. Squared off is another way that you can play allies off turn, which is kind of cool. I think we have a call for aid here. I'm going to run 2 copies of Call for Aid and see if we can Avenger Ally Swarm. Because that seems kind of fun. Forgot Strife. I fought Strife on Heroic 3. Oh, goodness gracious. Needed a break from Marvel Champ. Yeah, that's fair. That's 1000% fair. Do we want to go with a regroup? We could potentially go with a regroup. I want to put events in there first, though. Morale boost is interesting just because he does get a couple of readies, though it's not. You need a lot of readies for morale boost to actually be worth it. Go 1 command team just to grab it. Actually, Suit Up. Suit Up is pretty interesting here because we can use Suit Up to grab with and then play from hand. Team building. Oh yeah, to play off turn. Yes, yeah. Team building exercise can play off turn. Let's see how many Avenger allies to see if we want to run it in this deck. Avengers team card. The boost of stats is awesome with low cost allies. I like it. Let's rock and roll with that. That sounds fun. Mighty Avengers. I always forget like what the first word is. Strength and diversity. I like the idea of strength and diversity, but I feel like strength and diversity plus a Mighty Avengers are fighting for the same spot. JF, I'm having 2 conversations right now. I'm thinking of how to play Maria Hill off turn, not Within. So I'm thinking of a multiplayer. How can I make sure that I can play Maria Hill before everybody takes their turn? That's I don't know if I explained that super well, but that's kind of where I was going. Avengers, Iron Lab, and Yellow Jacket. We also have Blade. I don't know if I want Blade. Make the call, Maria Hill. Yep, always the correct play. Yes, call on that action. Make the call, Maria Hill. We're gonna grab a build support to grab Mighty Avengers. Yeah, go with the Avengers Tribe, Avengers Tower, Team Training. I think I'm going to avoid team training mainly because I want to try and knock Within out as quickly as possible, and that's going to make it a little bit harder to do that. Mighty Avengers does not give health, right? Yeah, it's just +1 thwart, +1 attack. Moxie and Black Panther ally. Within probably, Teddy kind of likes strength and numbers, I bet. That's kind of a silly card, I bet. Let's go White Tiger. Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl puts in work with Tigra, by the way. I honestly really like Suit Up with Hulkling. Yeah, that's what I was grabbing. Yes, thank you. Fetching Honorary Avenger for Within. Nice. Suit Up. Kalu grabs events. That's a fantastic call. Yeah, Kalu is sick. Do we want to run a strength and numbers build? I'm going to run 2 of them. Because I think even with exhausting 1 ally, because you get to trigger your ability, feels decent. What was I looking for? Suit Up. Oh, all my Suit Ups are in this stack. Because I was playing with Suit Up at the con. Make the call. You make the call and play Maria Hill. Then I play Maria Hill. Yep. Just had me a great idea for rocket leadership, same as Maria, except you draw cards equal to the number of players. Oh, oh, for a rocket leadership out. Oh, that'd be fun. That would be a ton of fun. Suit up. Suit up is an awkward alter ego action, being an event, but I think that's fine. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. We got 7 cards left. Hawkeye for minions. I like that. That makes sense to me. We also need to grab a attachment that we can then use to fetch with Suit Up. Yeah, make the call. Bringing her in from the discard pile is so much fun. I'm going to grab Mansion. I do think Mansion goes in a lot of Hulkling's decks. Oh my goodness, cheap viewers. Is there anything that... genetically readies upgrades? Auto? And I think auto works... I actually meant to look at that before stream. Does auto work... Do you have to have a Web Warrior card in play to play auto? Or is he one of the ones that you can just play? Play only if you control a Web Warrior. I still think auto and Tigra... Auto can ready non-tech upgrades. You just get a benefit if you do ready the tech upgrade. So I think a auto Tigra deck will be really fun with her triple resource generator. Clarity of Purpose is a good one. Yeah, let's do that. And yeah, only webware. Unfortunately. At some point, I'm going to put all these cards away. Regroup and Noble Sacrifice are fun too. Regroup I like a lot more in multiplayer. It can work in solo, but I feel like you get a lot more value in multiplayer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm gonna run 2 copies of Clarity of Purpose. Because then I don't feel as bad playing it early if I draw it, because it is a nice ramp. Call for Backup. Call for Backup is also a really fun, like, just player side schemes in general for Teddy are really fun because you can impersonate, or impersonation, is that the card? Yeah, impersonation, clear it in true solo, flip down and get like the free access to alter ego. Tiger is fun because you can run 6 cost cards like the, yep. That's in my, I have the Cersei in my Tiger leadership deck, which does utilize regroup because you just pull out all the minions and you can regroup by chump blocking with like your white tigers and stuff and then play them again. So silly. I grabbed Hawkeye. U.S. Agent to sponge some hits. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Stinger's a must. Grab Stinger. I mean, like, Stinger thwarting 2/2 is pretty decent. I was coming over here to grab Clarity of Purpose. I'm going to go Triskelion and Clarity. And I think that's going to be the deck there. Call for aid, digging deep, and... Ooh, digging deep. Digging deep. I think I think Hulkling is going to be rich enough, at least in this build, because we do have the strength in numbers. But that's fun. Yeah. Leave the cards out as a power move. Do you even play, bro? Still no Civil War in the UK. Have you tried Captain America scenario as Captain Hydra? I'm not familiar with what Captain Hydra would be. Is that all Hydra mods? Okay, that's cool. That'd be fun. Try that in your next 4-player stream. Is that the one that you're going to do Adam Warlock? I published the Adam Warlock build that I took to MCDC. Had a lot of fun with that. We got Hostile Takeover. This is our main scheme. Put Criminal Enterprise environment into play. Shuffle the encounter deck. Advance to stage 1B. When completed, we're going to place Infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise. Then discard 1 card from each player's deck for each Infamy counter on Criminal Enterprise. This starts out with 2. Criminal Enterprise starts with 2 counters. And if there are no Infamy counters here, we're going to flip Norman Osborn and Criminal Enterprise. Norman Osborn. Does anyone spot the typo on the promo? Does anyone know what the typo is? It's on both sides. Give you a hint. Norman Osborn starts with 18 hit points. When he would attack, place 2 Infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise instead. When Norman Osborn would take any amount of damage, remove that many Infamy counters from Criminal Enterprise instead. He schemes for 2, and he attacks for Infamy counters. Thwart! Yes, Brent, good call. Norman Osborn has a thwart stat, not a scheme stat. Nice. I'm going to bet Nelson has all the tokens. I have a lot of tokens. The tokens are all over. When is that stream, Brand? You said Sunday? It's a 4-player stream. We are also going to be playing with the modification that Norman Osborn, in his alter ego side, aka his non-Halloween dressed up side, has a crisis icon, meaning that we cannot thwart the main scheme unless we are in Green Goblin form. The scenario can be manipulated fairly easily, and that, I think, is a community fix that I really like, and it really amps up the difficulty of the scenario. Sunday evening after you get home from work. Sweet. Nice. That'll be fun. Still can't decide what buy the same tokens to get. Do you have any already? Because if not, Ready Exhaust are, I think, the best bang for your buck. Those are my favorite. Did you manage to not lose any of your stuff? I don't think I did. I thought I lost my vision obligation, but I found it right before stream. So I think I actually made it home with everything. So unless I lost a complete mod set, like a full mod set, I think I made it home with everything. Because I counted out all the mod sets. I counted out all the environments. Or all the encounters. And all my hero stuff. So there's a chance I lost like a player card. I don't know how to figure that one out. I did not lose a unique player card, meaning that everything found its way back into the binder. You left your entire wait. Oh, yeah, you did bring 1 tiger deck. No! That's so sad. Bummer. Work equals Marvel Champions meetup. Nice. Teddy starts with 5 cards in Alter Ego because he has access to just go get a double, because why not? We got Call for Aid, the Armored Shapeshifter Strike with and a command team. All right, we're going to mulligan the Shapeshifter Strike. We're gonna mulligan the command team. I don't think the command team works until we have MedLab. We got Yellow Jacket and Kalu. Alrighty. Let's go find a double. And the double that I want to find, where do I want to end up? There's a decent I feel like this is going to be a deck in which we are cycling through the shapeshift forms fairly frequently. Um, I think I want to end in armored shape. Yeah, let's do that. So let's grab Hulk shape, because that's going to deal the 2 damage to Flip Norman. I don't know if I have enough resources for all this, but we're going to try. Gee golly, we're going to try. Alrighty, so Teddy is going to flip to Hulkling. I am going to... Yellow Jacket Kalu for a Hulk shape. The sequencing hurts my head. I'm actually not going to have grabbed Hulk shape. I'm going to have grabbed any other one, because Hulk shape, yeah. You're thinking villain, hero, threat dial. Oh, I do really like those. I was thinking about changing to using those on stream. Ready exhaust, fantastic. Hero board. Do you like the standard black and white hero board, or did you have a specific one in mind? The Spider-Woman tokens, beautiful. Don't forget, yes. I forgot where I put my don't forget tokens. And status tokens. What else do you need? I think you have threat dial. I think damage tokens would be pretty good for allies, minions, and stuff like that, as well as the generic tokens. They have them in blue as well as white. The white looks super crisp. Boom Guy had some at the con. They look super crisp. Or he had a white dial that looked really cool. But I have seen the white tokens, which look really pretty. And I think everything after that is pretty much fun, including what you had. Potentially like some of the crisis and the acceleration icon stuff. That also has been pretty helpful. Speaking of, let's put a crisis out here. My LGS will be learning the Loki multiplayer, and I still can't decide what hero to use. What's the vibe? What are you trying to do? Dice for damage. Nice. Okay. Yeah. No, that's totally fair. Alrighty, so let's use Intimidation Shape to play Within. We're going to use Within to go grab Shapeshifter Surprise. Or Shapeshifter, sorry. Yep, just the Shapeshifter. Let's use... Yeah, let's use Shapeshifter to go find Hulk shape. I don't think I have enough money to do everything that I want to do. So I think instead, let's go ahead and have both Hulkling and Within punch Criminal Enterprise. We're just going to flip. State of Madness enters play with 2 counters on it. And then we're going to flip Green Goblin. When revealed, deal 4 indirect damage to each player. I'm going to take that down to 9. He attacks for 4, which is very scary. Yeah, so that's cool. If I go... Let's go Hulk shape to play Kalu. We'll search the top 5 cards of our deck for a event. There's Impersonation, Alien Physiology, which is not an event, Squirrel Girl, and Suit Up. I'll take Suit Up because Deadpool acceleration tokens. Those look good. Been loving Hulkling leadership. He's so much fun. Haven't tried him in anything else. What is the goal of your Hulkling leadership deck? Let's use a suit up and a yellow jacket to play an armored suit. Or armored shape that will ready Hulkling. We'll play a call for aid, which will discard our Altman residence, call for backup, strengthen numbers. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I was looking for an event. There's Iron Lad, which will trigger armor shape and it'll heal me 2, taking me up to 11. Kalu will thwart 1 here. And Hulkling will punch Goblin for 2. I'm going to pitch Iron... Yeah, I'm going to pitch Iron Lad. Did I lose Med Lab? No, I didn't. Cool. All right, let's stand up. We've got Shapeshifter Strike, Impersonation. That's going to be nice to be able to flip down. Triskelion, Alien Physiology. Beautiful, beautiful card. And there's the Med Lab. Beautiful. It's a go white Avengers deck using extra resources to get 5 allies out. Strengthen numbers. Avengers symbol. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's so good. That's so good. Let's add 1 here. Goblin's going to attack. I'm going to block with Kalu. It's going to be 4. Place 1 Infinity counter if you cannot remove 1. And Kalu, GG. Our encounter card is all in a day's work. Place 2 Infinity counters if you cannot remove 2 Madness counters, which will flip and flip. Alrighty, well that makes it a little bit harder to go down to alter ego. It'll be fine. I'm not scared. You're scared. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and punch Criminal Enterprise, which will flip into State of Madness, which will flip Green Goblin. I'll take 4 damage. That'll take me down. I was at 11. That's going to take me down to 7. Yeah. Righty. To use Impersonation, Triskelion, and Shapeshifter Strike to play Alien Physiology, and then Alien Physiology will play Medlab. This is gone. Within is going to go ahead and thwart 2 here, knocking himself out via consequential damage, which means I can tuck him behind Medlab. And I'm going to flip down and go grab Hulk shape. Stand up. I made it at MCDC after buying the box there. Oh, nice. Yeah. I played a bunch at the con. Ready for an Action is so good in multiplayer. What is Ready for an Action? Don't recall. Ready for Action. Give an ally you control a tough status card. Yeah. That's fun. I haven't really thought about that in multiplayer. But yeah, you can pass out those tough status cards to everybody. That's super fun. Got Suit Up. Get Ready. Strengthen Numbers. And another Get Ready. Yikes. We'll place 1. Green Goblin will thwart. And then we will... Mad Genius. Green Goblin. He is in Green Goblin. Attacks the hero with the fewest hit points remaining. If no attack was made this way, this card gains Surge. Into a Private Security Specialist with Guard. 014 Guard. Cool. Teddy Altman is going to Where do we want to end? Not in, we can go wing shape. Let's go grab wing shape. I'm going to exhaust Med Lab and use Hulk shape to play Whiffin. That is play from hand, so I can go find a event, which will be Shapeshifter. Beautiful. I am going to flip up to hero form. I'm going to play Shapeshifter to grab Hulk shape. That's going to trigger armored shape. I'm going to heal for 2. Take me up to 9. We've got a alien physiology. Oh wait, actually first I'm going to punch here for 2. Alien physiology will play a wing shape on top of my armored shape. That will ready me. I'm going to play strength and numbers to exhaust Whiffin to draw a card, which is Hawkeye. Wing shape will remove 2 threat from here. Hulkling will go ahead and punch and take out their private security specialist, getting rid of the guard. I've got suit up and a get ready, which will play Hulk shape, which will ready Hulkling. I've got a get ready to ready Whiffin. Hulk shape will deal 2 damage to Green Goblin, taking him down to 14. Then I will punch for 3 with Hulkling to take him down to 11. Whiffin will punch for 1. And I'm going to actually hold Hawkeye, I think. Hulkling got that cash money. Oh, yeah. Hulkling is what we would like to call rich. It's impressively rich. We got Hawkeye, build support, clarity of purpose, get ready, and a armored defense. Cool. Did I play through the whole campaign of Earthborn Rangers? No, I think I only made it like 10 sessions in or so. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Alrighty. 1 thread here. Green Goblin's going to attack for 4 plus a boost card. That's so much damage. If we had Altman Residence, that's where a lot of his healing comes in. I'm going to Clarity of Purpose to play Armored Defense to deal 4 damage to Green Goblin. Then I'm taking the attack of 4, 5. And counter card is a Werewolf Pack. Defeat an ally you control and place it face down under Werewolf Pack. When Werewolf Pack would be defeated, discard an ally from under it instead, then heal all damage. Well, that's sad. Boo. Boo. Oh. Earthborn is kind of like an LCG. Yeah. Yeah, Earthborn is very similar to an LCG. The main difference is that like an LCG has like packs that like you buy the whole, not the Hulkling pack, but you buy the Scarlet Witch pack. Earthborn Rangers is a self-contained box. Tiger is rich. Yeah. Hulkling's a millionaire. Tiger's a billionaire. We'll go Alien Physiology to play a build support for 3. I'm going to go ahead and have Hulkling thwart. We'll have Hulkling punch for 3 here. On the werewolf pack, what is on its sleeve? Okay. I'm going to flip down, grab a double, use the double, and get ready to play Hawkeye. Hawkeye will go ahead and thwart 1 off of here. Okay. Stand up. Got Call for Aid, Mighty Avengers, White Tiger, Shapeshifter Strike, and a Clarity of Purpose. Skelly, no, this is Horror from Mojo Mania. Yeah, horror pack. It's the Halloween theme game. It's Green Goblin who keeps putting on his costume and horror. I'm going to try and escape from Dol Guldur. Ooh. I still don't think I've beaten that scenario, so Godspeed. Add 1. Green Goblin's going to scheme, which will flip this. Just terrifying. Werewolf will put 1. Counter card. Hired Gun. Choose to either give the villain 1 face-down boost card or place 2 infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise. I'll place the counters. The campaign I did for Villain Theory Custom was Halloween. Oh, that's fun. That's awesome. Okay. Hawkeye will shoot the hired gun. Okay. Let's go grab a double. I'm going to grab Armored Shape just in case I do end up in Armored Shape. That's where I want to end because that's a lot of healing. I don't think I'm going to end there. I think I'm probably going to play White Tiger. Yeah. I think I'm going to heal. I'm at 4. I'll go up to 8. Just because there's a lot of damage out there. And that scares me. I'll flip up to Hulkling. Alien Physiology can play Armored Shape. Actually, if I go Call for Aid, Clarity, Mighty Avengers to play White Tiger, draw 2 cards and see what happens. Squirrel Girl and a Armored Defense. Alrighty. Hawkeye will go ahead and punch Werewolf Pack to get Whiffin back and heals all the damage there. We've got a Alien Physiology to play a Shapeshifter Strike to deal 5 damage here. Then I will exhaust Hulk Shape to deal 2 damage to the hired gun. Then we're going to use Squirrel Girl and Armored Defense to play Armored Shape, which will ready Hulk. Then I will thwart with White Tiger and Hulkling to take out build support. And that will go grab me Mighty Avengers. We're going to lose White Tiger in the reshuffle, which is a little sad, but no, we can Medlab White Tiger. Are they made by FFG? No, they are made by... It's a company that this is their only game. MJ, the designer who did like Spider and Black Widow, now is working for them. How do I get the custom cards for Marvel Champions? I have gotten all my custom cards from different events that I've gone to. However, I am working on a video probably next week which goes through how to print them out and everything. So we got Impersonation and Stinger and an encounter card. Matt, what was the campaign? Is it a 3-game campaign? Oh, I'm sorry. The custom cards are not made by FFG. No. The custom cards are made by the community. There are a couple of alternate art promo cards that, like this one, that is made by FFG. But, like, this Spider-Man is not. We got to do some damage to flip Norman so that I can thwart the main. Strength in numbers. That feels good. Armor, defense, and a suit up. We're going to go 1 threat here. We're going to place 2 counters on Criminal Enterprise. And then we got 2 encounter cards. First one being Payoff. Comes in with 2. And then Drawing Near. Alrighty, well, I guess we will go down to Alter Ego. After your turn begins, discard the top card. It's a Kalu. We'll place 1 counter on Pursued by the Past. Now we're off to the races. Okay, let's do... What do we want to do? I think we're going to Impersonation the Payoff to flip down. Let's use... Actually, we could suit up. If we flip down, we can suit up to grab with it, and that's absolutely what we want to do. Let's use an armor defense. No, grumble. I don't want to do that. Let's use... No, I want to use the alien physiology. Suit up will be the double. This plays there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play Strength in Numbers and exhaust both of these. Yeah, we'll draw 2. Strength in Numbers and a Yellow Jacket that will exhaust Armored Shape to heal us to 10. Okay. We'll use a Alien Physiology to play an Impersonation to clear Payoff, allowing us to flip down for free. Then we're going to use our ability to go find a double, which will be Hulk Shape. And then we'll use Armor, Defense, and Strength in Numbers to play Suit Up, which will go grab Within, and we're going to need Shapeshifter here real soon. Within and Clarity of Purpose. Okay. While we're down here, I'm actually... Did I use Armor Defense to pay for that? Must have. It's like I should have... What did I use Armor Defense for? To play Suit Up, yeah. Instead of Armor Defense, we're going to use Yellow Jacket. Then we're going to discard Armor Defense for Drawing Near. That feels a little bit better. Okay. We're going to flip up to Hulk. I'm going to go ahead and use him to punch for 2 to get off of there. Clarity of Purpose and Stinger will play Whiffin, which will grab Shapeshifter. Shapeshifter will grab a double. Actually, hold on. For a Shapeshift upgrade, yeah, okay. Shapeshift upgrade will be Impersonation, or Intimidation Shape, whatever it's called. And we will go Intimidation to play Hulk Shape, which will ready us. We got 3, and Whiffin will be 4/5 to clear Criminal Enterprise. I can't leave that Crisis out there. And we're gonna take 4 indirect damage, which is a lot of damage. We'll place it all on Hulkling. Hopefully we can get Altman Resident soon, and that'll be a lot of healing. Okay, stand up. We've got Suit Up, Call for Backup, Shapeshifter Strike. I don't know if Call for Backup should be in this deck. I think I would cut it. Another Shapeshifter Strike. Alrighty, let's go. And a Iron Lad. Got 1 here. Goblin is going to attack. We will block with White Tiger. It's going to be 4 plus 3 is significant. And then our encounter card is Master Plan. We'll discard until we get a Side Scheme. When revealed, Norman Osborn. He's not Norman Osborn. When revealed, comes with 2 threats. Nice. Okay. Whiffin will go ahead and thwart for 3 off of the main. Take that down to 1, and we'll Medlab him. Do we go ahead and push Green Goblin? If we push Green Goblin right now, we take 4 damage to the face, which is not horrible, but it's not great. I think we suit up for a White Tiger, potentially. We go there. We take 4 damage to the face. We can suit up, and we can play White Tiger if we wanted to. I think that's probably our play. And then we can play Whiffin next turn. And if we stay ready, we can actually heal the 4 damage immediately. Are you saying... I'm saying Whiffin. It's a joke from the Justice Ally, where you have to discard cards and you deal damage equal to the number of boost icons, and Whiffin always whiffs. So I call him Whiffin. Alien Physiology. He's going to play Shapeshifter Strike. Deal 5 damage, 7 damage to Green Goblin. Punch him to the Shadow Realm. When revealed, deal 4 damage to each player. Go down to 2. Oh. I didn't realize that he removes 2 Madness counters in Stage 3. That's good to know. Okay. I will flip down to Alter Ego. I will heal for 4. I will grab a double. Use that double to play Suit Up. And that grabs White Tiger and Clarity of Purpose. Or it could be Insane. Yeah, that's fine. We'll use these 3 to play White Tiger. We'll draw 3 cards. We got Armor Defense, Get Ready, and Shapeshifter Strike. Nice. Not what you wanted. Oh, and then Green Goblin has 22 health. Play harder mod sets and and he won't miss as often. Nah, he'll still figure out how to miss. If I know whiffing, he will figure out how to miss. Tiger has such a silly kit. Turn one of my games, got 4 minions out, spoiling, ready, played 2 allies, played hand cannon, played cat head amulet. Now I'm starting turn 2 with a card hand. Yeah. Tiger's ramp ability is very insane. It's impressive. I'm going to go ahead and use White Tiger to thwart down Oscor. She'll take 1 damage there. I'll go ahead and play Get Ready, have White Tiger attack for 3. Take Green Goblin down to 19. It's going to knock her out. Okay. Then we'll use a Armored Defense to play Clarity of Purpose. And we'll stand up. Sinister Assault would? Yeah, right. Both Tooth and Claw, free turn 1. Yeah. Tooth and Claw, yeah. The amount of minions she's actually able to handle at a time is really impressive when that Tooth and Claw card can deal 4 and 4 for pretty much like 1 or 0 cost all game. It's good. It's really good. Are we going to hold Shapeshifter Strike? It'll be an easy way to push Green Goblin back. Now we're going to toss Shapeshifter Strike. We're going to draw into a Triskelion. We probably don't need that. We got a Mansion, a Call for Aid, a Winged Shape, and a Command Team. Okay. We'll add 1 here. We'll remove the 2 counters off the State of Madness when he schemes, which will flip him. Then our encounter card is Hired Gun. Either choose to give the villain a face-on boost card or place 2 infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise. We'll go 2. I feel like damage is easier to come by at this point. Hawkeye will shoot. Pew pew. For 2 there. And we're off. Okay. We're probably too far in to play the Mansion. Or should we play the Mansion? I think we should use Wing Shape to play Whiffin. Let's go grab Shapeshifter. We'll use Teddy to grab just... No, we're going to grab Armored Shape. Because I like the healing that Armored Shape gives us. We're going to heal for 4 because we're about to take 4 damage when we flip him back. Her precon is almost perfect. Yeah. Bring it is really good. Okay. I had White Tiger attack for 3. It should have been 2 because I was not an Avenger, so Mighty Avengers was not turned on. Okay. Let's flip up to Hulkling. I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use Shapeshifter to go... Why did I think that there was 1 in here? But I do want that Ultimate Residence. Shapeshifter will go grab Wing Shape. I'll deal the 2 damage to the Hired Gun. With the Hulk Shake. Got Alien Physiology. We'll play Armored Shape, which will ready Hulkling. I'm gonna... There was not an ally in there. So I could deck out if I wanted to. Just heal 2. I don't think I want to just heal 2. Let's go Hulkling and Within will clear Criminal Enterprises. Try it again. Flip back, take 4 damage. Good thing he has a lot of health. Alright, so State of Madness. Beautiful. Use Wing Shape, Call for Aid, and Command Team to play the Mansion. Mansion will draw us into a Clarity of Purpose. Clarity of Purpose will play a Triskelion. Hawkeye will block for us, and we'll stand up. We got Squirrel Girl. There was an ally. Oops. Alrighty, Squirrel Girl, Call for Aid, Get Ready, and the Altman Residence. Beautiful. That's so funny. Got 1. Green Goblin's going to attack us for 4 plus a boost. Silly question. Do I just block it? I think I do, because I have a Call for Aid. Because I'm about to reset once I mansion this thing. So I can Call for Aid. Probably hit, what, White Tiger? Or Iron Lad. Stinger or Yellow Jacket. Or Callow. I think I heal because there's a chance that I could actually ready. But also, yeah, I'm just going to defend for 3. He's attacking for 4, 5. Place an infamy counter if you cannot remove a State of Madness. So he attacked us for 5. I defended for 3. So I take 2. He takes 1. Because of my retaliate. It's so good. And then encounter card is All in a Day's Work. Ah, stupid. I'll flip. And now I cannot flip him. That's tough. That's real tough. Alrighty. Well, I think we're going to lose this main scheme. Let's go Mansion to draw us into an Impersonation. That does not help because I cannot remove threat from there. Replaying Age of Apocalypse and the side missions aren't that bad. Why were folks so down on the mechanic? I didn't love the side missions. I felt like I wasn't doing... Main schemes were made to be lost. Preach, preacher. I feel like it was a tax rather than me playing the game. I think that's kind of what it boiled down to. I will be fine. I will be fine. I will be fine. Everyone, it's going to be okay. Because I can Call for Aid and discard until I get Yellow Jacket. Beautiful. Armored Shape will heal me for 2. And now I can flip them. Yep. Seems decent. We're going to have Within go ahead and punch here for 2, which will flip to State of Madness. Which will flip here, and I will take 4 damage. Consequential knocks Within out, which we will Medlab. Cool. Okay. I will use Alien Physiology to play Impersonation to clear the main and flip down to Alter Ego. I will use a Get Ready to play an Altman Residence. Use Altman Residence to heal 2 damage from Teddy. And shuffle in Impersonation back into our deck. While I'm down here, I'm going to go grab a double, which will be in imitation shape. Mainly, I do not want to switch into that one, which does that change? No, I think I want to play... I think I want to play Yellow Jacket. And then if I hit the upgrade, I can hit Squirrel Girl as well. Yeah. Or if I don't hit, if I just hit any upgrade, because I have Clarity of Purpose, I can actually use that to throw Squirrel Girl out there. And that'll give me a blocker. Okay. So that'll let me flip back up, because I have not used my once per round, because I used Impersonation. I'm going to use Intimidation and Get Ready to play Yellow Jacket. Search top 5 cards. We got Event, 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 Event. No! Well, that's sad. Oh well. You win some and you lose all of them. Yellow Jacket can be our blocker. Okay. We'll use Yellow Jacket to punch Green Goblin for 3. He actually takes 2 consequential. And I will ready. Really hoping that they bring back of the pack mod sets. Yeah. I really like the back of the pack mod sets. We did, it was wave 8 the Thunderbolts. I think so. I don't have the numbers in my head. Got Squirrel Girl. Wing Shape. Get Ready. Call for backup. Shapeshifter Strike. We got 1 thread here. We'll block with Yellow Jacket on the attack of 4. 5. Remove a counter. Yellow Jacket's donezo. 2 cards. Complicated Lineage. We can flip and exhaust. We're definitely flipping, because that's going to be able to get us whiffing. Do I want to discard Armored Shape, or do I want to exhaust Teddy? I will discard Armored Shape. We got Private Security Specialist with Guard. I love me some modular sets. Love when they have them in the hero packs. And I feel like the ones in the hero packs are just so cool. You've never used the back of the... You should. They're great. That's where like Sauron came, Arcade came, all the new Thunderbolts came. Yeah. They're typically, I think, a little bit more challenging than a standard mod set. Is that fair to say? Oh, I think, yeah, the next hero is going to be next year for sure, because we have Wonder Man's next year. So I think Wonder Man's February. So the last hero will probably be released with Wonder Man. Hawkeye's going to shoot this specialist. I'm going to grab Armored Shape. I'm going to Altman Residence to shuffle this guy in and heal 2. I have a lot of the pack of pack. I love a lot of the back of the pack. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This game doesn't truly come alive until you start ignoring the recommended modulars for scenarios. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Switching up mod sets in the game expands it so much. Possibly March, or likely March. Gotcha. Yeah. He's Armadillo. Armadillo is a fun one because he can have all the tough status cards. Yes. Let's go Mansion. I got a call for aid. Wait, I grabbed Armored Shape. I want to grab Hulk Shape. Whiffing can grab his Hulk Shape. Okay. Let's do Armored Shape, to play Whiffin. I'll go grab us Shapeshifter. The Doom and the Fantastic Four, yeah. Not sure challenge rating of those mods. I've only recently started using them. I normally have played single player. Nice. I think I'm kind of looking to do a lot of punching. So I started punching. Let's flip to Hulk. Let's Shapeshifter to grab Hulk. What's been your favorite thematic one that you've made, Autumn? Whiffin's going to take out the security specialist. Hulkling's going to punch Green Goblin for 1. Woo! Got Wing Shape to play Hulk Shape, which we'll ready. I'll call for aid. Got Stinger. Hulk Shape will deal 2 damage to take him down to 13. Hulk will punch for 3 to take him down to 10. Alien Physiology will Shapeshifter Strike for 5, ready plus 2. So that's 7 to take him down to 3. And then we've got... Oh, here we go. Let's go. The Squirrel Girl play for 1, swinging for 2 for the Squirrel Girl victory on Halloween. Beautiful. Aha! Nice. That's fun. Hulkling's good. Hulkling is really, really solid. Yeah, the leadership deck was good. I'm trying to think why it didn't click. I'm wondering if it was the Green Goblin thing. I don't think it was. I think MedLab was slightly awkward. Not really. I think if I was running a recursion Whiffin again, I would not run Avengers. I think I would instead try like the classic like Confuse with X and then run Nick and stuff like that, so that could allow me to go down a little bit easier and be a little bit safer when I'm flipped down, and then I can use MedLab at that point. Just did a Kree invasion, which was Captain Marvel, Kree Militant, Ship Command. That's cool. Favorite one you did, suit of armor around the world, Iron Man Vision Nemesis set. The encounter card in the Ultron scenario that don't directly refer to... Oh, that's cool. And start with Ultron Jones' environment into play. That's fun. That's real fun. That's cool. Huh. Yeah, there's with all the mod sets that they gave us, there's so many things that you can do with them. Try Hulkling next against Venom Goblin. I think if we do Venom Goblin, that's going to be my last game, because Venom Goblin's going to typically takes around 2 hours. Which I'm okay with that. But I think if we like did a non-S tier villain, we could probably get 2 more games in. Best part of Hulkling is versatility. He can quickly swap from damage. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Playing with a lot of allies. Synergize. Yeah, that's very true. How about Thunderbolts? Thunderbolts works. I can do Thunderbolts. Nemesis sets are the most fun to put in any... Oh, yeah, as like a modular set. Let's do Thunderbolts then Unis. How about that? Unis will run the Justice against, and then Thunderbolts will run the Protection build. Because Thunderbolts, the Justice build that I want to try out is like a Confuse lock, flow like a butterfly type situation, and that doesn't really work super well with Citizen V. And so, yeah, let's go Protection versus the Thunderbolts. Let's see where that leaves us. Wiccan's good. Wiccan's good. News flash, everybody, if you were not aware. It's finally like feeling like fall here. The trees are starting to change. Nice. Shapeshifter, winged, yellow jacket. We ran very few basic cards. That was kind of fun. Yeah, these were the only 4 basic cards we ran. Unis with Death Strike or Celestial Tech. Oh. What are we running with Thunderbolts? Does it have mod sets or is it just the Thunderbolt mod sets? I want to do Whiteout. I feel like I haven't played Whiteout a lot. So Whiteout, I want to be one of them. And I'm down with any of the other ones for the second. But I do want to play with Whiteout. Which one am I missing? There we go. Sinister Strike. Radioactive. Sick. I did find my Sinister Strike. I had lost it last. It was in my Carnage scenario. Whiteout and Radioactive, man. Love it. Whiteout? It's Power of the Atom, right? Yeah. Unis actually is pretty fun. I like Unis a lot. I think Unis is really solid. I love how they de-incentivize chump blocking with Unis. I feel like they've done a good job with that recently. Green Goblin. Oh, State of Madness is gone too. Well, the card is. I'm still here. Sabretooth is 100% the hardest first box villain. I feel like Drang in multiplayer can be pretty brutal. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Sabretooth is the hardest. Drang in multiplayer can give you a run for your money just because he can throw out so much threat. His side schemes are insane. I'm trying to think of the other ones. What are... I don't think Ebony Maw is harder than Sabretooth. I think you're right. Drang is really side scheme heavy. I'm getting to turn on my diffuser for Hulkling. I wonder what a good sense for him. Alrighty. So Citizen V has 16 health. I'm going to grab hit point dials for these guys. Radioactive Man has 18, and Blizzard has 16. Justice like lightning. That goes there. That goes there. Beautiful. Strife, aka the Taxman. Next evolution is an amazing box, so you get the Strife. How you explained what you didn't like with side missions is how I felt with facing him. Oh, like going through like the living bomb thing. Yeah, that's fair. Strife. Strife is, I'm indifferent to Strife, I think. But yeah. Cool. Ready for a fight. Are y'all ready for a fight? I'm ready for a fight. I don't think I brought ready for a fight to Kana Heroes. So I think they're all in here, which is kind of crazy. Where are we at? Perseverance is interesting. I'm going to try Perseverance. I'm not 100% sure if I love it, but I feel like it's worth a shot. Did I bring ready for a fight? I brought one in the Nightcrawler build, but I had one in Nightcrawler. Let me see if I can find that. Good call. Ready for fight tight. Forgot Earthmite is here, and assess situation is really, really good in Hulkling. Here's ready for a fight. I'm going to grab Quinn Carrier. Don't want to forget Quinn Carrier. This Colossus armor up thing is too good not to share. Oh yeah, what's our new protection card? The one that gives us a tough whenever we flip down. I want that. It's not Hangar Bay, but it gives me the vibes of Hangar Bay for some reason. There's that third assess. I think I'm not going to run EMH. Hidden base. Nice. It has to be up here in the front and I just missed it. Has anyone played with the hidden base yet? Yeah, I feel like I only brought one copy of Ready for a Fight, but maybe I brought, maybe not. How does the setup of Thunderbolt works? You haven't tried them yet? We'll walk through it. We'll definitely walk through it. Let's grab Brother Voodoo. Let's grab Jocasta. Sounded very confused when I said that. Patriot is going to be actually fantastic in this scenario because whenever you engage a minion, which Thunderbolts pop in and out all the time. So that's actually amazing. And then also... Okay. Question for y'all. Do you want to build a deck to showcase Teddy, or do we want to tech against Thunderbolt? I'm leaning towards showcasing Teddy rather than teching, but like I think a Siren, Stun Gun, like a lot of these things work really, really well against this scenario. And I think I want to play a Teddy deck rather than play against this Thunderbolt deck, if that makes any sense. Hidden base is so good. Sick. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Ooh, and we're also going to grab White Widow because we're going to have so many prep cards. Teddy. Yeah, okay. Cool. We're on the same page. Just finished the campaign with Ready for a Fight, Hidden Base, Black Widow. Oh, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. I like that a lot. I'm going to grab Establish. Oh, that's so good. Supports and upgrades are banned. All events. Yikes. Supports and upgrades are banned. That could be a fun like challenge, assuming that I can use his events or his supports and upgrades. Leading blow. Oh, that's real fun. Leading blow is really, really fun. Yeah, let's grab a couple of leading blows. Because it's 0 cost event. Then we get to ready and we can still use his stats. How many sheets do I have in the binder? A lot. I have a lot of sheets in this binder. I think I counted at one point for each aspect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 sheets per aspect. So my guess is that we would have 60 sheets in here. 10 for each of the 4 normal aspects. Basic has a little bit more, and then pool has a little bit less. Hidden base. After you change to alter ego form, exhaust hidden base, remove a stronghold, and give your identity. That's so good. I think I'm not running Perseverance at this point. Though Perseverance also works really well for Teddy. I'm gonna try it both. I'm gonna try both of them. Why not? Let's have some fun. Ever Vigilant is kind of interesting because he can get aerial. Celsior. Sorry about that. Alrighty, so that gives me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let me grab a rapid response for my tech practice plan. Oop, that was very loud. That's 20. Then I'm gonna just to save some time, I'm gonna proxy Ready for a Fight. Huh. Do you know why I didn't find Ready for a Fight? I was looking in the P's. That checks out. That checks out. Anyways, how's your Friday going? Gosh, that's so dumb. Okay. Our allies look like X, Voodoo, Widow, Patriot, and Fury. I'm good on allies, I think. We only have Brother Voodoo and Patriot and Within as EMH targets. I'm good with that. I'm just going to look through, just because I like looking at cards. Looking at cards is fun. We'll put it out here so we can all look at cards. Ops Room is interesting. Defensive Conditioning. Sinclair, probably not. I feel like we have enough toughs. Stun Gun would be really good against the scenario, but not what I want to kind of play currently. Momentum Shift in a armored form heals 4, which is kind of crazy. What about a taunt? No. I am not running. If I normally, yes, Matt, I would run Pen Down. I am not, just because I'm trying not to build against the scenario. I'm building this deck as if I didn't know what scenario we were playing. Go Night Nurse. Night Nurse feels pretty decent. What Doesn't Kill Me feels really good. I'd still need to find that Quinn carrier. So that's going to take a slot. There's the Quinn carrier. No, you're good. Do you already have trick-or-treaters? I assume when you say passing out candy, that's where my mind goes. I'm going to run Hangar Bay. I'm going to run Hangar Bay with Patriot. That seems kind of cool because Hangar Bay can, after an ally defends against an attack and is not defeated, exhaust this card, ready that ally. So Hangar Bay, you can give Patriot a tough status card when you engage a minion. He can defend, you can ready, and then use him for Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That's cool. Happy Halloween, Wood Dog. I loved hearing about your MCDC. Oh, yeah. Happy Halloween. Hope the store is good. Hangar Bay. Matt, what? It's about 3:34 p.m. You're off tonight running Marvel Champions. Passing on. Sweet. That's awesome. Hangar Bay. I think superpower training is pretty good for Teddy. It's probably not the first thing I play, but to grab it and then use it for an impersonation clear or something like that to get into the form that you really need, I feel like is a nice little panic button. Counterpunch is fun. I think that's a different build. Come get me, bub. Interesting. Looking for events. I feel like events are... I think I'm going to go with What Doesn't Kill Me. So What Doesn't Kill Me gets me ready, utilizes really good stats again. That feels good. Let's go What Doesn't Kill Me. I always put my binder over here, but based on where my mat sits on my table now, the binder like doesn't fit there, and I get like cast this weird shadow. So I need to get out of the habit of putting it there and putting it over there. Should run a deck that passes out statuses like candy. Oh, that for Halloween, that's great. Come Get Me, Bub, and Hulk Shape can auto damage the minion. I like it. I lied a little bit when I said I wasn't teching against the scenario because there aren't a ton of minions in this. But yeah, I really like that. You can run that's real fun. That's really, really fun. What Doesn't Kill Me? The nice thing about like What Doesn't Kill Me is you can always fulfill the physical requirement if you can go tutor a shapeshift upgrade. We're running heavy because I forgot about these cards. It's probably fine. Shuffle everything. Maybe Justice, Nightcrawler, and Pool Magneto? Oh, starting AOA on standard 3 with Expert. What X-Men should I play two-handed? Justice, Nightcrawler, Pool Magneto would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. Alrighty. Apprehending Rogue Agents. Choose one modular set plus one modular set per player with a Elite Thunderbolt minion. We did that with the Power of the Atom and Whiteout. Set each of those minions aside and shuffle the rest of their encounter decks into the encounter deck. Reveal Justice Like Lightning. Justice Like Lightning says each player reveals a random set aside Thunderbolt minion Reveal and attach the remaining set-aside Thunderbolt minion face up here. In Expert Mode, give each of these minions a tough status card and flip this card. Are the doubles in him overkill? It very much depends on the deck build. My standard is to not put doubles in, but if I'm running like a heavy ally build, I do. In my build where I was running Hone Technique, I put Genius in there, but neither of the others. But yeah, it's my standard, my go-to. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. My standard is no doubles in there. He's so rich. He's so rich. It's like how there's the debate if you put them in Black Panther and then just pretend Black Panther could recur them pretty much every turn. Seems good. If you're running like Machine Man, that could be kind of fun. You run a ton of doubles and just Voltron Machine Man and just pump them up. Actually, it could be kind of fun. Radioactive Man will be even, and then Blizzard will be odd. We've got Radioactive Man. So, Radioactive Man is Villainous Victory 1. After he activates against you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Okay, well that's gotta go. Then Blizzard says that after Blizzard attacks the character, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Encased in Ice and attach it to that character. Otherwise, stun the attacked character. That is attacks. That is not just attacks and damage. Flip this card, the Thunderbolt backup. The minion attached here is in play and can be targeted by attacks and abilities. When the round ends, attach the Thunderbolt minion with the most damage here, swapping it with the minion already in play. Heal 2 damage from the attached minion in Expert Mode, and give the minion a tough status card. Yikes. Good to know. Still waiting for Civil War to arrive in Germany. Hopefully it comes soon. Have you heard anything about it? Each Thunderbolt minion gains guard, and after a player attacks the Thunderbolt minion, that minion engages that player. Starts with 1. We lose at 11. We start with 13, not 14, because they couldn't make Teddy any better. Citizen V. Alrighty. Teddy has got a practice plan, a leading blow, a perseverance, intimidation shape, and another perseverance. I'm going to toss here and here. We've got Nick and build support. I'm going to go find a double. Wing shape. Radioactive Man is a forced response, meaning that the attack would go into the tough, not the one damage ping. So that's good. If we have Nick for a block, that'll be good. If we have Nick for a block, we don't want to play Perseverance. Because if we play Perseverance, then the 1 damage ping knocks off the tough, and we don't want that. Do we go without a shape? That could be crazy. Citizen V cannot be defeated unless there are at least 1 Thunderbolt minions in the victory display. When he would activate against you, and during step 2, if you are engaged with a Thunderbolt minion, he heals 6 damage, and then he doesn't activate. Why did I put build support in this deck? I'm cutting build support. Build support was in there for Mighty Avengers. What doesn't kill me? Alrighty. Let's use a imitation perseverance and a what doesn't kill me to play Nicholas Fury. It's going to draw me 1, 2, 3 cards. A Quinn carrier, you say? I want to play all the cards. How do I want to do this? I want to put Quinn carrier out there. I'm going to play practice plan. I'm going to use, well, I'm going to flip up. I'm going to use wing shape and Patriot to play Quinn carrier. And then I'm going to hold impersonation. No, I'm not. I'm going to toss impersonation. Nick will go ahead and knock the tough. Then I will thwart the main. All right. Justice Storm and Leadership Iceman. Sick. That's good. Last time they said it would be late October. Now they switched to mid-November. Having a play night on Sunday with 4 players to run through Mutant Genesis. Nice. Do you have your team picked out yet? That's super fun. Okay. We've got a Brother Voodoo, Altman Residence, X, Assess, and Shapeshifter Strike. Okay. We'll add 1. Citizen is going to heal for 6. We'll block Radioactive Man's attack, which will take out Nick, and then we will take 1 damage based on his force response. Boom. And counter card is Complicated Lineage. That's kind of exciting, actually. That's pretty hype. We'll flip and exhaust because we can't discard each upgrade. So that removes this from the game. That is nice because now we can get our form. These don't switch because neither of them has sustained any damage. What form do we want? Potentially just wing-shaped? Yeah. We're going to grab Hulk shape. You know what? We're going to grab Hulk shape. We're going to push some damage under a Radioactive Man, see what happens. Hulk shape. Here we go. I'll use a Brother Voodoo to play an Altman Residence. Love this card. I will heal for 1. And then I will shuffle in all the cards are green and it's throwing me off. I'm going to go Impersonation. Full X-Men, Phoenix Justice, Colossus Protection, Storm Leadership, Aggression Rogue. Sick. That'll be fun. With upgrades attached to enemies, that's really, really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, let's flip up to Hulk. I'm going to use Quinn Carrier and Shapeshifter Strike to play Hulk shape. Double ready. We're going to assess the situation. Hulk shape will deal 2. There's 5 damage to take him down to 13. And we're going to hold X. We're going to stun Blizzard with the X play because I don't want to be whited out or encased in ice or whatever it was. So we're going to hold X. We're going to draw into Mansion, Armor Defense, Shapeshifter, beautiful. You'd love to see it. Armored Shape, you love to see it. Excellent. And our 6th card is Shapeshifter Strike. 1, heal. Radioactive Man is going to punch us for 2. I'll take it. 3, you are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 1 damage. So 3, 4 damage total. And we are stunned. Gross. Encounter card is Drawing Near. So Hulkling will heal for, or Radioactive Man will heal for 2. We're going to swap Blizzard into play based off Thunderbolt backup. Our encounter, we're going to, there goes White Widow. That's sad. That's our first counter. Okay. Play Shapeshifter and Hulk Shape to deal 2 damage here. It is not an attack, so we do not engage. And we'll go find a double. Let's grab that double out of, we'll just grab Wing Shape. Are the games? I have not done justice yet. No, this is the protection game. Radioactive Man gets a, yes, he does. Thank you. Wing Shape and Armor Shape will play a Mansion. Mansion will draw me a card, which is an assess the situation. Feels good. I'm going to play Assess the Situation. I'm going to attack to get rid of this stun. I'm going to use Quinn Carrier, Armor Defense, and Shapeshifter Strike to play Professor X. I'm going to stun this minion. X will go ahead and clear the main. Schemes for 1. I'm going to flip down. No, I flipped up this turn. Just kidding. Did I flip up this turn? No, I took the hit. Yeah, no, I didn't. I did not flip down this turn. I'm going to flip down. I'm going to grab the double and then discard it for Drawing Near. Almond Residence will heal me for 2. And we'll shuffle in Shapeshifter. That is one of my favorite. It's not like that good. It's just like a really fun interaction. The fact that you can always flip down to Teddy, grab a Shapeshift upgrade, and use it to fulfill the need to discard a identity-specific card for Drawing Near. It's just fun. Alrighty. Stand up. We have 6 cards. What doesn't kill me? Impersonation. Leading Blow. Cess. Hidden Base. There we go. And a Superpower Training. Place 1. Blizzard's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 4 total on the main. Encounter card is Power of the Atom. Find Radioactive Man and reveal him. He engages you. Radioactive Man activates against you. Uh-oh. So he's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3. That takes us up to 7. We'll deal a damage to each character we control. And then at the end of the round, he goes back and heals 2. So he's up to 15. Gross. Okay. X is going to go do Gandalf things. And here we are. Let's go Mansion first, which will grab us a Whiffin. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and grab Armored Shape using his ability. And we'll Altman Residence to shuffle in. Let's shuffle in the double. I really like the decision behind of what you're shuffling with Altman Residence, because I think with most characters it would always be the double, but since he has such easy access to recur them, it makes it a decision. I think if there's Whiffin, I will always shuffle in Whiffin. If there is I think Shapeshifter is also a really good card to shuffle back in, which is what I think I shuffled in last time, so. Alrighty. Let's flip up. I still have not seen a single ready for a fight. 3 of my ready for a fights are in this deck. That's hilarious. Okay. So there's stuff that I want to do. What do we want to do? Armor Shape will play Whiffin, which will go grab us Shapeshifter. Grab that. Whiffin is such a good ally. Okay. Hulk Shape will knock the Tough here on Blizzard. I will attack with a Leading Blow here on Blizzard. So I'm attacking for 3. I'll discard the top card. Reduce it by 3. No! If I still do damage, I'm ready my hero, but I don't do any damage. I don't ready my hero. Well, okay. That's not what we wanted. I'll use the Shapeshifter to go grab a double. I am not ready I'm not ready to fight. Shapeshift Strike is nice. Shapeshift Strike is nice to shuffle back in for sure, yeah. Wing Shape to play a Hidden Base. Superpower Trading and What Doesn't Kill Me will play Impersonation, and then Whiffin will thwart the last 2. So that's going to be a total of 6 off the main. Take it down to 1. We'll play Assess the Situation. I guess we have a Quinn Care if we wanted to use it. Nah, that's fine. Stand up. We've got Assess. Nope, that's not how that works. We got Practice Plan, Ready for a Fight, Armor Defense, Shapeshifter Strike, Ready for a Fight. That's 2, 4, 5. And our 6th card is a Hanger Bay. Got 1 here. We are stunned there. Our encounter card is Innocent Bystanders. After you attack an enemy or an enemy attacks you, either spend 1 resource of any type or place 1 threat on the main scheme, 2 threat in expert mode, remove 1 bystander counter from here. Yeah. Gross. Imitation Shape is weird. I like it a lot in multiplayer. I think it's a lot better in multiplayer. And then also it's really good to, if you know you can go to Imitation and out of Imitation and get the card draw, like it's a nice accelerator. That's typically how I'm playing it. Okay. Let's do Mansion. The draw into a Practice Plan, of course. Quinn Carrier will play a Ready for a Fight. We have so many Practice Plans in our hand. We know we have another Ready for a Fight coming. Let's use Practice Plan and Armor Defense. We need to heal 2 here. Forgot about that. To play Shapeshifter Strike. To deal 5, 7 damage here to take it down to 9. I will punch for 3. Takes it down to 6. Either spend a resource of any type or place 2 threat on the main scheme. So that's 2. I'm going to have spent 1 resource here and then place 2 threat on the main. Ready for a Fight, we'll play a Hanger Bay. Whiffin will go ahead, and then this is down to 2. Whiffin will go ahead and thwart 2 off of the main. It's going to knock him out. I will flip down an Altman to shuffle with and back into a very small deck. It's so beautiful. I'm also going to respond with Hidden Base to give myself a tough status card. That's really fun. I like Hidden Base a lot. I like Hidden Base a lot. That's cool. Then we'll stand up. We know what our hand's going to be. We know we have a ready for a fight, so there's a decent chance we don't proc practice plan here. I don't get the scenario. Is it to kill the minion? So the minions have... Oh, I did say we were going to go through the setup. I'm sorry. So there's basically two big minions, and they have guard. So this one is in play, but it's not engaged with anybody. But if I attack it, it engages. And then as this one is attacking me or whatever... It's engaged with me, but it has guard, so we cannot attack Citizen V. Citizen V, instead of attacking, if we have one of these minions engaged with us, is going to heal 6 health per player instead of activating. So if you knock one of these guys out, then you can start attacking Citizen V, and then he's going to act like a normal villain. Where it gets kind of interesting is there are cards that pull these guys back out, and then these swap at the end of the round based on whoever has sustained the most amount of damage goes back to Thunderbolt backup and starts healing and gets toughs. So we got Impersonation, Intimidation, Alien Physiology, Ready for a Fight, Establish Perimeter, and that's our 5. Cool. I'm going to add 1 thread here. Then Citizen V would scheme, but since we are engaged with a Thunderbolt minion, the Thunderbolt, or he's going to heal 6. He's at full health, so he's not going to heal. The Thunderbolt minion is going to scheme. I'm going to proc Ready for a Fight to flip up, and then the Thunderbolt minion is going to attack me instead for 2. Oh yeah, and we're going to get frozen, aren't we? That's sad. I don't know what that means. Yes, yeah, it's like a brawl. Everyone's jumping in and out and stuff. Yeah. 2 plus 2. It's going to knock my tough. And then we have to go find a whiteout. Our Encased in Ice. Test your identity. Attached identity cannot attack enemies other than this card. Any player can attack this card. If there's 3 or more damage here, move all but 3 damage here to the attached character and discard this card. Alrighty. Our encounter card is Radiation Exposure. Get -1/-1. That's a tough combo because I can't just bust out of the ice. Nice. Alrighty then. That's something. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, let's hopefully draw a whiffin. No, it's a leading blow. Interesting. Do we leading blow this Encased in Ice, or do we accept the fact that that's probably not going to happen? Quinn Carrier will play a Ready for a Fight. Intimidation. Blizzard is going to swap with Radioactive Man and heal for 2 at the end of the round. I always forget this. And then get a tough status card. Radioactive Man is here with 17 out of 18. Impersonation and Establish Perimeter. Let's do that. Or Intimidation will play Alien Physiology. We will exhaust Alien Physiology to play Impersonation to clear the main and flip down to Alter Ego. Yeah. Altman will heal 1. Then we will shuffle in. We'll just shuffle in the double because that last card is whiffing. And then Hidden Base, will tough me. I will flip up to Hulk. Let's try it. We're going to basic attack encase in ice with a leading blow. -3. Jeez. Okay. So no damage is dealt. Hulk shape will knock the tough off of Radioactive Man. Gross. All right, let's stand up. That was not great. That was not great. This is tough. Don't love it. We knew that. One more question. Yeah, what's the most fun Nick Fury deck for you in case I get motivation to try him? I have not tried it, but I saw somebody at MCDC play a firepower deck for Nick Fury, and that looked really, really cool. He was Nick was able to exhaust like 6 weapons a turn, play 2 firepowers, and just do an incredible amount of damage. It was a cool build to watch. Alrighty. Got Shapeshifter. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Practice Plan. And Shapeshifter Strike. 2, 4, 5. Got a lot of damage. Alright, we're going to go 1 threat here. Citizen V is going to heal. Radioactive Man is going to attack. We'll take it. It's going to be 2 + 2, which knocks our tough. And then we take a damage from his forced response. And our 2 encounter cards. First up is another Innocent Bystanders. Make it stop. And then Sinister Strike. Place a pursuit counter. Then Citizen V is going to attack us. Now, he will attack us because his forced interrupt of not attacking and healing is only during the step 2 of the villain phase. So at this point, he will attack us. He's attacking us for 2 plus a boost. We'll take it. Actually, hold on. This is tick down. This is tick down. We have 4 threat here. That goes up to 5. Yeah, I think we'll take the attack. It's gonna be 2, 3 total. Takes us down to 9. Then we're gonna. Oh wait, this just came in. So we'll remove this one and that one and place 2 more. So now we're at 7 there. Okay. Hulk shape is ready. Blizzard heals for 2. Let's go Mansion to draw a card. It's ready for a fight. Now we're drawing all the ready for a fights. Shapeshifter is gonna go grab us a double. I'm gonna grab Wing Shape just because threat could be really beneficial right now. Hulk shape is going to exhaust and deal 2 damage to Radioactive Man. Take him down to 15. Not an attack. Why am I exhausted? Should I be? I shouldn't be exhausted. Okay. Practice Plan and Ready for a Fight. We'll play a Wiccan, which will go grab a Shapeshifter. Hulkling is going to attack Encase in Ice for 2. Intimidation will play Wing Shape, which will ready Hulkling. We've got Shapeshifter to grab Hulk Shape. Wing Shape will remove 2 threat from here. As if it were a minion. So I've attacked it 3 times. So I'm going to I'm just going to spend these 3 resources. I didn't read that card well enough. It says as if it was a minion, and so I think this Innocent Bystander would have procced. That's a weird one. I think it's actually fine. I attacked it this round. I'll spend a resource. That's fine. I think the other one would have gone away sooner. Yeah, that's fine. I need to get rid of this stupid encased in ice. Hulkling will attack it for 1. Alien Physiology will pay to remove here. Whiffin will attack it for 1, which will remove it. So now we can attack anybody we want. Cool. That's a damage here on Whiffin. And then Innocent Bystanders ticks down. And I am going to place the 2 threat. But I'm going to Shapeshifter Strike, which will remove 2 threat and deal 5 damage to Radioactive Man. Ready, and then exhaust the wing shape. I'll flip down. Altman Residence will heal me for 2 to take me up to 11. And I will shuffle in Shapeshifter. And Hidden Base. I'm not going to trigger Hidden Base, actually, because Hidden Base is just going to get popped with the Radioactive Man trigger. All right, let's stand up. Brother Voodoo. Practice Plan. Superpower Training. What doesn't kill me? And a White Widow. There's the White Widow. We got 1. Heal. Radioactive Man is going to scheme. I'm going to trigger Ready for a Fight and Practice Plan to pull Ready for a Bite back to my hand. Flip up. And then I'm going to block with Whiffin. Yeah. So it's going to... Yeah, because Whiffin would just die regardless. So it's going to be 2, 3. You are stunned. Make it stop. Whiffin's gone. And then I take a damage. Innocent Bystanders procs. And we will Quinn Carrier to not place the threat. Our encounter card is down but not out. Choose a random Thunderbolt minion from the Victor display and reveal it. Place damage on the minion until it has 5 hit points remaining, then remove this card from the game. If no minion interplay this way, this card can Surge. Under Fire. Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Dark Designs. Place 1, and he's going to scheme for 3. For 5. That's game. Yikes. That was brutal. Ouch. Well. Yeah, that was tough. That was really tough. Is there anything I could have done there? Nope. Dang. Hulkling's really bad. Nah. All right, let's try Unis and let's try the Justice build. Dang, I like the build. That whiteout radiation exposure really tough. Was really tough. Well, that was a game that happened. Yeah, right. It's always my favorite thing about this game is losing to an advance. I never got to play Perseverance. Oh, I can't believe we whiffed on 2 leading blows. That's so sad. Unis and Death Strike. Boom. Losing to Advance only makes me rage 1 time. It was against Campaign X for 2 Venom Goblin. Oh no! That's so sad. What's the combo of whiteout or of the radiation? So the stuck encased in ice, you can attack and once it has 3 damage on it, then you can discard it, and any excess damage that was dealt to it goes to your hero. So if you do like 5 damage, you would break the encased ice and deal 2 damage to your hero. I had 3 attack, but then I flipped radiation exposure, which lowered the attack, which means that I had to attack him multiple times. And then I had the bystander cards out, which anytime I attacked, I had to spend a resource or place 2 threat on the main scheme. And so I feel like I probably should have been spending more resources. I just wasn't expecting. I should have been expecting a Citizen V scheme, but that was kind of the combo. 4 players, Justice player flips down for extra cards. Good thing you got them progress counters. That's great. That's fantastic. That's what I did with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That's what happened with one of the games that Caleb and I were playing at MCDC when we were teammates for the team up event. He was like, we were playing against a Iron Man, and Caleb is like, I mean, like, he made it, right? So he's like, we will lose to Iron Man if he schemes out. We will lose, and it's fine. And we had I think 0 threat or 1 threat on the main, and then I was like, I flipped down a Scarlet Witch because I had Quicksilver, I had Agatha, so I had like a lot of card advantage if I did flip down. So I was like, I think we'll be fine. We had 13 cap on the main, and we schemed out. And he was just like, I told you, we better win this. Because I told you not to flip down. I was like, oh no, we'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll flip down. It'll be fine. It's like, I felt so silly. Got 10. Lady Deathstrike. Lady Deathstrike was a back of the pack mod set, right? For a Wolverine seat. Angrily at the Gresham player didn't include Sunfire. Get out of here, citizen. I don't want to see you anymore. You're dead to me. Ba ba ba. Ba ba. There's that. Infinites are in there, and then Deathstrike. Where did I put Deathstrike? Where would I put Deathstrike? I think I started organizing everything like by release order, but I put all the back of the pack mod sets together, but I don't know where that is. Give me a sec, I'll find it. Actually, I'm gonna go to the be right back because I'm gonna go grab a drink as well. So I'll be back up, I'll find it, I'll set it up, and then when we come back, we'll hit the ground running. See you soon. So, w- Fantasy Flight Games just announced that there is going to be a new core set for Arkham Horror. So that's kind of interesting. So it's not a new addition. It's the same Arkham Horror card game that you know and love. You can almost think of this new core set as simply another expansion to add to your collection. You can mix and match the player cards from this box with everything that came before it and everything that will come after it, as it's fully compatible because it's all the same game. That's fascinating. I wonder if they're going to do the same thing for Champions. Halloween is such the best time to announce this, right? So what is new about this core set? In short, a lot. Even if you already own everything for the game, you'll still want to pick up this new core set since its contents are fairly different from the cores that came out before. While there's a handful of familiar cards from the old core set and or previous expansion, the vast majority of player cards are completely new. So let's take a peek at some of them. That's interesting. So, like, we have Bodyguard. The layout of the card all looks the same, so it doesn't look like it's a redesign necessarily of any of the cards. But that's interesting. So, has anybody seen anything about this core set? There's a lot of new cards. I don't think I'm going to necessarily go through all the cards in this video. I'll post a link to it. But we alluded to a new core set means a new introductory campaign. Okay, so it's coming out with a new campaign as well, which is Brethren of Ash. A string of disappearances casts a shadow over Arkham, lighting a fire under you and your fellow investigators as you work to get to the bottom of the mystery. It's another 3 scenario campaign, which I think like the standard big box campaigns are like 6 to 8. And then the core set, Night of the Zealot, was 3 as well. So this is going to be 3. So it's a bite-sized mini campaign to bring new players into the game. One new feature for the game, you'll see a lot in Chapter 2, is the introduction of reward cards. I bet all your money Champions gets a core set too. Can't wait for this new core set. Nice. Okay. Reward cards. These special player cards are, as their name implies, earned as rewards for winning a campaign, finishing a specific scenario, or fulfilling some special condition. You can't include reward cards in any of your decks until you've officially unlocked it in game. So it's like a achievement type situation. That's cool. I like that mechanic a lot. Like in Arkham, you have the XP that you can then spend on different cards as you level up, but these feel like cards that you have to do something specific. So Collector, permanent, it's a reward. Purchase only a deck creation. You get +5 deck size, and you can choose one other relic or charm asset of any class, 0 to 3. So a little bit of a downside, a little bit of an upside, but you can earn this card by completing the Brethren of Ash introductory campaign. In exchange for increasing your deck size, you get to include a Relic of Charm from any class in your deck, opening up all sorts of new deck building opportunities. Interesting. Okay. So new core set comes with, it looks like new investigators. Yeah, this is how they're going to do Marvel Champions. This is 100% how they're going to do Marvel Champions, because the new investigators in this core set 2.0, as we mentioned earlier, time has passed within the narrative of Arkham Horror. Because of this Chapter 2 expansion, we'll see a mixture of new faces and returning favorites joining the game's playable roster of investigators. That said, even though some characters are returning, you'll find them sporting new stat lines, abilities, and or deck building restrictions, making them almost entirely new characters. That has to be what they're going to be doing for Champions as well. So you have like a Jacqueline Fine or whoever, like Wendy Adams comes in the core set. You're going to get a second Wendy Adams with different abilities. And they kind of alluded to this in the live stream for Arkham. You have, or not Arkham, I'm sorry, for Marvel. I think I was actually talking about Arkham in there as well, where like they're going to be redoing some old heroes. And so it sounds like we're going to be doing that for Arkham, new stat lines, new abilities, new deck building, which means that we're going to be getting the same thing for champions would be my gut reaction. That being said, Core Set 2.0. Interesting. Core Set 2.0 does not invalidate the old core set. I think that's important because that's what they're saying here. They're going to provide more in-depth details about the investigators at a later date. But if I had to put money on it, my guess was that it's not going to invalidate the old core set, and that's going to be the evergreen product. I'm pretty sure unless it says something down here later. Yeah, I don't think that they're stopping selling the old set, which makes the rumors that a lot of people have been saying about having a new Marvel Champions core set, I think, very valid. So they're not stopping the old core set. They're going to have effectively 2 core sets for the game. We're probably getting another core set for Champions. 2027, I think, is a redo of old Marvel Champions heroes. I hope they don't redo the functioning heroes, just those that suck. I think that they're going to be redoing all the ones that are out of print, or a lot of the ones that are out of print. So they're going to be redoing Captain America. He's a really good hero. Everyone wants him, but you just can't get him. You're going to spend $300 for him. That's fascinating. There's going to be more information in the in-flight report on November 22nd during PAX Unplugged. I will be going to that. And so I'll be reporting out after that. I assume there's just going to be a silly amount of information given to us during that in-flight report. It sounds like a lot more stuff is coming next year. But what does this mean? Like, I think it's interesting for Arkham. Sure, I don't play Arkham as much as Champions, but I think this is giving us a insight into what Champions is going to do. So what do we think that new core set is going to be? If we follow the same format that we got for Arkham for a new core set of Champions, we have, I'm going to count the investigators in this Arkham set. Joe Diamond returns to the scene as a seeker. His class remains the same. His abilities are very different. Gone is the hunch deck in favor of a new emphasis on straightforward investigations. And then Isabel Barnes. I think Isabel Barnes is a new one. I don't think I've heard of her before. Oh, she's the sister to Jenny Barnes. That's kind of fun. She joins the roster as a survivor. So that'd be interesting. So new core set. New core set for Arkham has been announced. New player cards, new investigators, old investigators with a new reskin, and a new campaign. That's fascinating. I like it. I like the idea. I don't see anything in here about like the rotation that they were talking about using for Marvel and Arkham. I do believe that they said it was going to be for both. I don't see anything about rotation in here. I'm wondering if that is, it's a $70 core set. That's brutal. Dang. Holy crap. Games are getting so expensive. I'm excited about that because I'm actually wanting to get in on it. Yeah. Fantastic Four core set 2. That's what I heard, a rumor that it could be a Fantastic Four core set. And I was like, they're not going to do another core set, but they're doing it for Arkham. So they might be doing it for Marvel as well. I wonder when we'll know more about that. I wonder if we'll get a tease on I'm just assuming that it's happening. A tease on core set 2 now or at PAX. That could be really interesting. F4 core set, I hope, rather than redoing original core set. The only thing I care about Spidey is the 4 heroes there. My only hesitation around the Fantastic Four core set is that with the Arkham Horror, they're mixing and matching old and new characters. So a Fantastic Four set would be all new characters, new heroes to the game. And so my thought is that they would probably mix and match similar to what they were doing in Arkham and drop like Spider-Man and She-Hulk as well as Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic or something like that. F4 Deluxe core set was a pretty big rumor. Yeah. Played Arkham once and I wanted to get into it. I know some of this stuff is hard to get. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. So, what do you all think about a new core set? Would that change up standard sets? My mind is just like wheeling on what that could mean. I'm guessing I could see a Fantastic Four core set, but if they're going to follow in the same formula that they did with Arkham, it's going to be reprints of old heroes as well. Not necessarily reprints, but redesigns of old heroes. I don't think you would have to buy the redos to play the new one. Oh, well, you may. You may. Like right? Like if you're going to, what it sounds like here is that it's not an upgrade. It's a completely new investigator just with the same name. So like you could buy a Hulk. It's going to be a completely different Hulk deck. Just it has the same theming around it. Yeah, Marvel Champions now is really hard to get. And I think that's kind of maybe the plan going forward. I don't even know. I really wish that we heard more from them. But it does sound like the communication is starting with Arkham. And so like we could see more communication around Champions. I've reached out a couple of times. I have not heard back from Fantasy Flight. I wanted to do an interview. I'm hoping that they'll respond, but I have not heard back. But I want to know more. I haven't done a video around it just because there's not information out there, and I can speculate with the best of them. But this gives us a little bit of concrete information about what is actually happening. My thought is that we will get a Core Set 2.0 for Champions. If it follows in this formula, we'll get heroes that are old and new to try and sell both of that. That'd be interesting. Those heroes you can get, like Captain Strange, might be in a new core. Yeah. Or in a expansion following the new core. Be Spidey, She-Hulk, Daredevil, X-Men, and maybe a Strange. I'm hesitant on the X-Men because I think that's under a different licensing agreement, and I think that licensing agreement has sunset. I don't know if they have the ability to print X-Men cards right now, and so I think that was maybe a rumor. I don't know if that was a confirmed rumor, but if it wasn't, that's where we get Beast. That'd be cool. Arkham is a lot easier for them to talk about, I imagine. Why do you think that? Why do you think it's a little bit easier for them to talk about Arkham versus Champions? So when is this coming out? Starting next year. It just says next year. So I don't think we know. I don't think we know when the date is. Is their IP? Oh, yeah. They can't just do it. I think Arkham is actually like public domain IP. Like it's just so old. That's fair. X-Men is already good. Almost only Beast that matters. That would explain why the X-Men set was just kind of short and done with. Yeah, they had to consolidate because I think they had a specific window in order to print those cards. And I have not confirmed this with anybody who actually knows anything. This is just like speculative that I've seen online. And so this may not actually be true, but that's what I've heard is that it was so consolidated because they had a certain window to print the cards and then they weren't allowed to afterwards. The next heroes are either F4, Heroes for Hire, or they troll folks and print the original Defenders, Namor, Hulk, Strange, and Silver. can and just say, oh, yeah. Marvel is such a huge franchise, so they can't do whatever they want, unlike Arkham. Wouldn't there be an FFG live stream soon? I think they're doing a live stream every day this. They had a live stream this today at the same time I did. Interesting. Yeah. So I think it's kind of exciting. I'm just excited to start getting some information around it. Now, it's not for Champions specifically. It is for Arkham. And hopefully this starts kind of the ball rolling on more information coming out. They put out an article to tease what they're going to be talking about at the in-flight report, which is kind of their big state of the union type meeting every year that typically happens at Gen Con, but they moved it to Unplugged this year. And my guess is that we're going to hear a lot about SWU. We're going to hear about this. And if I would be surprised if we're going to wait a whole nother year to in-flight report something for Champions. So my guess, now that we have this, I was kind of thinking that we would see Hercules, or the final hero, of this wave at the in-flight report. My guess is that we're going to see something about that hero pre-in-flight report. Potentially an article teasing 2.0, Champions 2.0, before that in-flight report, and then more in-depth there. Huh. They make us wait more than 6 months for a box, I'll be upset. Still missing a few Avengers like Gwenpool, Kate Bishop. We're missing a lot. I mean, like, there are just so many Marvel characters. Interesting. So yeah, the new Arkham set that's coming. That shakes the game up, my friends. Man, I was really on team not new core set. I don't know why. I was like, there's not gonna be a new core set, and now we don't have confirmation that there is a new core set for Champions yet. But it feels like they would do the same thing. I want more Young Avengers, Wiccan, Mystic. Mystic cards would be really cool. That's crazy, team. New core set with different heroes. I would like them to redo some of the old heroes as well. I would like to see a new Hawkeye. I would like to see a new Hulk. I would like to see a lot of new redesign of some of the older heroes. With the updated mechanics. Like, Hulk should have steady. Right? Like, I've seen talks about Hawkeye having like a arrow deck, which would be pretty cool. Still missing. We have Wasp and Ant-Man. Oh, like Hank Pym. Ant-Man. That'd be fun. Yeah, Kate Bishop. Like, that could be a way to do it. Let's play Champions. Let's play Champions 1.0. Hop down. Janet and Hank. Yeah, Janet. Alrighty, so we got Teddy. We're going to play a Confuse build with Teddy. Potentially staying in imitation shape. Our imitation shape is at least a lot more unlocked for this type of run. To find Gene Pool. Where are we at? I feel like Moon Knight is ahead. I feel like Moon Knight, F4, Defenders, Daredevil. Okay. Would they put Daredevil in a new core box? That could be kind of cool. I guess I'd buy it. Alrighty. So we have to not let Gene Pool get to 6th threat, or else Unis gains Stalwart, and that kills our float, or our Confuse build. Shuffle that up. We do want a Quincara. We do want the Mansion. I'm going to take these as well. I'm going to take X. I'm going to take Nick. Perfect. That's interesting. Okay. I want to hear more. I want more. Okay. Let's find stuff that deals with confuse. Got Banshee to confuse minions. I think that's going to be helpful, especially if we are in imitation shape. We're going to take Dazzler. We're going to take Chamber. And what is the Cipher? Bro, no, I think Protection Hulkling is good. We got advanced. I think Protection Hulkling is really good. Yeah. Daredevil is too popular. What about a Heroes for Hire expansion with Jessica Jones, Luke Cage? That'd be sick. Midnight Suns. My guess is that if they're doing a core set 2.0, we're going to see a huge marketing push to sell that new core set. So they're going to put big names in it. So like, I like the Cloak and Dagger, Blade, Elektra, that kind of stuff, but I feel like that's not going to jump out and grab new players because those aren't necessarily new players' favorite heroes. They're going to put Captain America. They're going to do Hulk. They're going to do characters that like people see on the shelf and like, that's cool. That'd be my guess. Not saying that's what I want. That's just kind of my assumption. And if I was running the multi-million-dollar company, that's how I do it. Core set with MCU Avenger lineup, that I think is very, very possible. Flow like a butterfly. I'm going to grab Sonic Rifle. Pretty heavy on the cost already. We may run our doubles here. Go 2 Sonic Rifles. We got Float like a butterfly. Use speed for thematic purposes? Alrighty. I don't know what the thematic purposes are. What are the thematic? Okay. Wild speculation time. Is this when they add another aspect? Core set 2.0 is where you do it. Add determination, the missing 5th aspect. That's why there are 5 heroes, 4 aspects. I think initially in the design there were 5 aspects. Spider-Man hero pack would be amazing, right? Like, I'd buy like 3 of them at least. Oh, speed, whiffing, and okay, got it. Cool, that's fun. I'm going to go Jessica Jones just because we have a permanent side scheme. That feels good. Yeah. Which I think they've rolled a lot of the ideas in the determination aspect into other aspects. I think it was like kind of a riskier playstyle type situation. So I think that's already kind of done. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. But... $10. Lay the trap. Let's go skilled investigator. That's so interesting. Orange or purple? Yeah. The custom determination that Design Hacker did was purple. So like I printed out the custom determination aspect that they designed, and they chose purple. I think it looks pretty slick. Oh, I'm looking for 0 cost cards. Ooh, Turn the Tide. Turn the Tide seems like a good card for Teddy. Orange looks weird. One way or another, just from like a run 2 copies of that. One way or another. Orange is hope. That's cool. Don't I lack a thwart event? I'm kind of looking at this like with this I'm gonna have a 3 thwart, and I think I'll run heroic intuition to go up to 4 thwart, and potentially specialized as well. But that gives me like a lot of basic thwarting, and then we have a lot of readying. We got specialized training. But I do think I should throw in a couple of thwart events in there. I feel like 2 core sets confuses new players. Right? Like if you're selling 2 core sets, that's confusing to me. Like their marketing behind it needs to be pretty crystal clear on what you should buy. That's my main concern. We have speed. We have Whiffin. We don't have a ton of X-Men. Or I'm sorry, there's the rest of my deck. We actually may already be at capacity. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I was thinking about EMH. 2, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm gonna grab 2 for Just Eye. 4 Justices. Make your hero cards better. That's a good way to do it. I feel like that would be a really, really good way to do that. It almost feels like a CCG now. That's fair. Very fair. I cut out a Lay the Trap. I'm going to run with a Genius, but not any of the other doubles. The Genius mainly for Justice. Okay. Alrighty, so reveal the Gene Pool side scheme. In expert mode, deal each player a face down encounter card. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place a threat on Gene Pool. After an ally is defeated by anything other than consequential damage, place 3 threat on Gene Pool. And Unis has tough, but he also has abilities based on how much threat is on Gene Pool. So if he has 3, retaliate 1. If he has 6, he has stalwart. 9, he gains an amplify icon. We have to be careful with that. And he schemes for 2 and attacks for 2. My guess is that they're phasing out the old core set. It feels bad. They said it was an evergreen product. I don't know what they said exactly about the Arkham product, but I know that for the Marvel Champions product, they said it was going to be an evergreen set, meaning that it was going to be sold all the time. So maybe they aren't going to phase it out. But I just remember how confusing repackaged content was, and to have a new core set. Has anyone done that before? Has there been a game that has done a new core set? Falcon and Shuri's Silken Angel just showed up? Nice. That's a good afternoon. Happy Friday to you. Sick. Core set 2.0. I feel it has to have happened before. Like not necessarily in an LCG, but any game. Ashes did it. Sentinels of the Multiverse did it? Okay. Okay. JF's contemplating using X-23 or Domino? Or Ironheart, a hero I haven't tried. Versus, is Ironheart good at 4-player? Ironheart's really good at 4-player, yeah. Yeah. Low-key multiplayer, standard 2 expert 1. Yeah, I would say standard 2 expert 1. Brutal. Yeah, Ironheart would be really good for that. Substantially reworked cards. What do you mean by that, the Mongoose? Got an impersonation. Sonic Rifle. Nice. Go grab a double. Nope, that's not how that works. It has to be a shapeshift upgrade. Wing shape. Ironically, that game has Joe Diamond's granddaughter in it. Just don't be that Justice Ironheart player taking forever in alt mode. You'll be fine. You'll totally be fine, JF. I think the only one you're supposed to buy now is the revised core because the original was unplayable. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I don't think they've reworked cards. The old core set, you just had to buy multiple copies of because they didn't come with a full playset of cards. So I think that's kind of what they were doing. Okay, so I can play a Sonic Rifle and I can play a Cypher and draw a card, but then I don't have anything going for me. I could stay down. That could be kind of interesting, actually. There's no way he's scheming out on turn 1, right? That'd be insane. Let's use a wing shape and a Cypher to play a Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones will thwart 2 off of Gene Pool. Take a damage. Then I'm going to hold Sonic Rifle. I could just take the damage. I'm gonna flip up, knock the tough. I'm gonna hold impersonation as well. Yeah. Shapeshifter strike. Turn the tide. Impersonation. Twilight Imperium has a... Oh, yeah, they're up to like 4th edition. But it's not backwards compatible. They specifically said that Arkham is backwards compatible, which I think is what makes it... Yeah, Ashes did a big old upgrade, and it's not backwards compatible. Or it is like forward compatible, kind of-ish. But there was like an upgrade pack. That's right. Yeah, I think that may turn out to be fairly confusing. At 1 and 1. Unis is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost. Plus 3. Ow. That's 5. 2 encounter cards. Prelate armor attached to Unis. After he schemes, give him a tough status card. After you make a basic attack against him, spend a punch and a mental to discard the card. And then genetic experiments attached to an infinite minion. Otherwise, this card gains surge. Into an evil alliance. Starting off strong. Yikes. Not backwards compatible is not applicable for LCGs. Otherwise, it's not a living card game at all. Yeah. I am definitely ready. Alrighty, we're going to use Impersonation and Turn the Tide to play Impersonation to clear Gene Pool. To remove the last threat, so I will flip down to Teddy. I will go grab a Shapeshift upgrade. I will use the Wing Shape and Shapeshifter Strike to play Sonic Rifle. Comes with 2 counters. I'm going to go ahead and heal because that hurt a lot. Takes me to 12. I will flip up. I will use the Sonic Rifle to confuse Unis. Draw up. We got Mansion, X, Shapeshifter Strike, Specialized, interesting, and a 4 Justice. Sentinel is not backwards compatible either. Yeah. Unis is going to attack. We'll take it. It's going to be 2. Plus 2 is 4. Go down to 8. Our encounter card is a Master Plane and put 4 threat on Gene Pool. Okay. I'm going to use a Shapeshifter Strike to play Specialized. Comes in with 5. Jessica Jones is going to thwart for 3 off of Gene Pool. Take it down to 1. I'm going to use a 4 Justice, or play a 4 Justice, and then Hulkling will basic thwart to clear Specialized Training. That will grab us Surveillance Specialist. This is the longest I've gone without having a Shapeshift upgrade in play. Skilled Investigator will proc to draw a one way or another. Don't tempt me with a good time. Nah, that's crazy. I'm gonna flip down. I'm gonna grab Wing Shape. I'm gonna hold one way or another, and then we're ready. Okay, got Armored Shape, one way or another, of course, and Dazzler. 1 threat, confuse, encounter card. Attached to an enemy without a copy of Adamantium upgrades attached. Their attack's name Piercing, plus 2 attack, and spend 1 of each resource to discard the card. Gross. We'll use Teddy's ability to go find Imitation Shape. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to flip up to Hulkling. I'm going to use one way or another and Dazzler to play Imitation. Actually, I'm going to have healed first. So we're at 8, so that takes me to 12. And then I get to ready. So I have plus 2 thwart. So I have 4 thwart. I'm going to play one way or another. Not the best card draws. Yeah. Don't want Lady Deathstrike. That sounds bad. Place 3 threat on Gene Pool when defeated. Same thing. All right, those are our options. We'll grab Endless Ranks. Comes in with 4. Hey. We get to draw 3 cards. 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. I will go ahead and basic thwart Endless Ranks to clear that. Draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. That feels good. Actually, before I thwart that, I'm going to have Jessica Jones thwart the main down to 0. Okay. Well, that's fun. What do we want to do? We want to go Wing Shape and... No, we'll go Armored Shape and Armored Defense to play Alien Physiology. We got Sonic Rifle. We'll confuse Unis. We've got Alien Physiology to play Wing Shape, which we'll ready and discard here. We've got a Heroic and a Shapeshifter Strike to play a Float Like a Butterfly. And then we will attack for 3 on Unis, because he is confused. Oh, he's attacking for a lot. Should have stayed in. I should have gone upside the head, or I should have stayed in Imitation. He's going to attack for 4 plus a boost. He'll be fine. Stand up. Got Sonic Rifle. I'm going to hold that. Quinn Carrier. Shapeshifter. There it is. Let's go. Nick. And Assess. I don't think I've been adding threat here. What's that? 3? It's been 3 turns. So 4. So this will go up to 5. He's going to attack for 4 plus a boost. I'll take it. Attach this card to an infinite minion. There are none. So 4. Go down to 8. Counter card is Infinite Soldier. Guard with Quick Strike. We have 2. Takes us down to 6. Gross. Alrighty. What do? We swim. Let's play Shapeshifter. To go grab Imitation Shape. Wing Shape, we'll go ahead and clear 2 threat off of Gene Pool. Take it down to 3. Alien Physiology will play... Oh wait, Hulkling will... Thwart for 3 off of Gene Pool. Alien Physiology will play Imitation. I don't like Imitation. I'm instead grabbing Armored Shape. Yeah, that's better. Which we'll ready. Surveillance when I thwarted into a Genius. Oh, that's exciting. Genius, Assess, and a Quinn Carrier. We'll play a Nick Fury. Draw 3 cards. We got Turn the Tide, Superpower Training, and then Assess the Situation. I'm going to play Assess the Situation. I'm going to heal 2 damage from Hulkling. I'm going to use a Turn the Tide to play a Superpower Training. Comes in with 3. I'm going to hold the Sonic Rifle. We've got 2 attacks to take out Infinite Soldier. Goes down to 1. Am I okay chump blocking with Nick? I think I am. Again, I'm going to hold the Sonic Rifle. We'll stand up. Got Assess. Altman Residence. There it is. 4 Justice. Speed. And Hulk Shape. Go 1 and 1. Unis will attack and Nick will block. It's going to be 4. Discard 1 random card from your head. Take damage equal to the number of printed resources on it. Ooh. 1. Hack and slash is mean. Nick dies. We place 3 threat here. Counter card. Another Infinite Soldier. And he has Quick Strike. Take 2. I have Retaliate 1, so he'll take 1 damage. Of course. Alrighty then. I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to clear superpower training with what I had in hand. I guess I could play speed and do that. That feels bad. Let's go alien physiology, Hulk shape, and a assess to play speed. Speed will thwart 2 off of superpower training. Hulkling will thwart 2 off of superpower training, which will clear it. Yeah. I get to go find a upgrade and put it into play. I'm going to take wing shape and put it into play. That will ready me here. Skilled Investigator and Surveillance Specialist will draw me 2 cards. Turn the Tide and a Whiffin. Whiffin, the last card in the deck. You love to see it. I still believe I am in my response window. I am. So I'm going to respond with a Turn the Tide to take out the Infinite Soldier. We'll exhaust Wing Shape to clear 2 threat off a Gene Pool. I'm going to go ahead and thwart 2 off of Hunting Gene Traders. Speed will go ahead and thwart 2 off a Gene Pool. I'm going to flip down to Alter Ego. I'm going to grab Imitation Shape. And use Imitation Shape I feel like I'm just holding this Sonic Rifle and I'm never actually getting to play it. Let's use Imitation Shape to play Whiffin. Whiffin will go grab me. I'm going to just grab the Armored Defense because I'm using it as a resource. I don't want to grab this Shapeshifter because I want to leave that in the deck. We'll use the Armored Defense to play Altman Residence. Then we'll use Altman Residence to heal for 2. Then shuffle the double back in. Whiffin's going to hang out. I don't think he's going to... I guess he could attack for 2 because of the float, but we'll stand up. And I need to play this stupid Sonic Rifle. Impersonation. Assess. Jones. And Heroic Intuition. Sweet. 1 thread here. 1 thread on Gene Pool. Confuse. First card is Infinite Hunter. Deal 3 damage to an ally we control. That'll be Whiffin. Then we'll go up to 4 here. Boo. Surge. Exhaust my identity. Infinite Soldier. Gains Quick Strike, but we're an Alter Ego. Wow. Alrighty. Altman Residence will heal me for 2. And shuffle Whiffin back in. And I'm going to go grab a... I'll go grab a double. Grab Hulk. It's nice. Speed is useful. Okay. We will flip up to hero form. Hulk and Impersonation will play Sonic Rifle. I'll play Assess the Situation. I'll exhaust or remove 2 threat from Gene Pool. Alien Physiology, and Jones will play a Heroic Intuition. We have a lot of damage coming our way. And I don't know how to fix it. We will Sonic Rifle to confuse Unis. Speed will put one damage here. It goes up to 3. Alrighty, let's stand up. Get 6 cards, which is nice. We got an Assess Situation. Turn the Tide. Turn the Tide. Shapeshifter Strike. Sonic Rifle. And a Armored Defense. The Armored Defense is really exciting. We'll go 1 here and 1 on Gene Pool. Unis is attacking for 4 plus a boost card. Oh, it's so much damage. If I armor defense, I can then save 3 damage there. But do I take it undefended? I think I do, because I want to thwart Gene Pool and then follow up with a double Turn the Tide. Yeah. I think that's the call. So if I do... Alien... So Unis is going to attack. I will Alien Physiology to Armored Defense. Deal 2 damage to Unis. Takes him down to 10. He's attacking for 4 plus a boost. I'm going to take it undefended. Choose to either place 2 threat on Gene Pool, or he gets +2/+2 for the activation. What does that mean for... two threat there, so I can use speed to thwart. So I think we're still fine. So I'm going to place the 2 threat on Gene Pool. Okay. Activate Wing Shape to remove 2 threat from here. Then I get a tough status card after I take 4 damage. This is going to run into the tough, and then I'm going to take 2 damage here. Go down to 3. Encounter card, Sinister Strike. Oh, gosh. Oh, hey, we're getting our Nemesis. That's fine. So we got Super Scroll. When he attacks you, discard the top card of your deck. If it has printed resources, bad things happen. Then Scroll Business. After any number of cards are discarded from a player's deck, place them face down under this scheme. That comes in with 5. Okay, well... Turn the Tide. Here we go. This is actually a +2. That helps a lot. Good thing is Nemesis is not strong. Yeah, we can take the Nemesis out. We have a Shapeshifter Strike, which can do that. Yeah, okay, sick. So let's just start by thwarting down... No, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have speed, thwart, and knock himself out here on Scroll Business. And then Hulkling will thwart and clear scroll business. It's going to trigger 2 card draw, Dazzler, and a Imitation Shape. And then I'm going to turn the tide, to go 3 damage here and take out the soldier. Okay. I'm going to go Imitation to Shapeshifter the Super Scroll. Deal 5 damage. Ready and then Exhaust to take this down to 1. Got the Infinite Hunter still here, which is annoying. But that's fine. Unis is confused. I'm going to flip down. I'm going to go Altman Residence to go find and shuffle in Whiffin. Nope, he's already in there. I'm going to shuffle in Impersonation. I like the threat removal that gives. That heals me for 2, which takes me to 5. Which makes me feel slightly better. I'm going to go grab a double. Then we're going to use all of this to play Dazzler. We'll confuse the Hunter because I don't have anything else to do with Dazzler. Then we'll thwart this for 2. Alrighty. Stand up. I feel like I got hit really hard, really fast. Hey, there's Whiffin. Assess. Impersonation. One way or another. And Nick Fury. Alrighty. 1 threat on the main. 1 here. Confuse. And Lady Deathstrike with Quick Strike. Beautiful. After she attacks and damages a character, that character owners discard 1 card from their hand. Cool. Alrighty. So let's do this. Let's Altman Residence to heal for 2. We're going to shuffle, not Imitation. We're going to shuffle Hulk Shape back in. We are going to grab Imitation. We're going to flip up to Hulkling. And we are going to play Assess the Situation to clear here. We're going to use Alien Physiology to play... Oh, wait. Hulkling is going to... We have 2 attack. We're going to take out the Hunter. We're going to use Alien Physiology to play Imitation, so that'll stand us up. There. We're going to play one way or another and go grab the Lady Deathstrike side scheme. She is in play. She activates. Oh, she activates against you. Okay, so she's going to scheme for 1. That's fine. I thought she was going to attack, so I was like, got her. I guess it would have schemed regardless, but yeah. Okay. So that comes in with 5. Then we've got 3 card draw. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 thwarts. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and thwart 5 off of Seeking Vengeance and clear that, which will then trigger here to draw 2 cards. Shapeshifter Strike and a Shapeshifter. Okay. And then Imitation Shape should have triggered when I did one way or another to get Chamber. Okay. Now it feels like the deck's doing what I wanted it to do. Got Genius and a... Actually, let's play... How do we want to do this? Let's play Shapeshifter to go grab a Wing Shape. Then we can use... Oh, wait, actually, we want to do Shapeshifter Strike, don't we? Let's use a Genius to play a Shapeshifter Strike. To deal 5 damage to Lady Deathstrike. We will ready and then draw into it one way or another. We'll go ahead and have Dazzler take out Lady Deathstrike. Unis and Deathstrike are so good together. Yeah, I like them a lot. They're fun. We can't use this. Got one way or another Chamber, Impersonation, and Impersonation to play Nick. That'll draw us 3 cards. We got Shapeshifter Strike, Armored Shape, and Quinn Carrier. We're going to go ahead and use this rifle to confuse Unis to get it back in the shuffle mainly. But then also I think we're going to start attacking him. I think I want Armored Shape on the table. So let's do Wing Shape to play Armored Shape. It's going to ready me. Then we are going to use Avengers Mansion and Quinn Carrier to play Within. It's going to go grab Shapeshifter. I will play Shapeshifter to go grab Imitation Shape. Armored Shape will heal me for 2. Imitation will play Shapeshifter Strike, which will deal 6 damage because he's confused. So he goes down to 4. And then readies and heals me for 2 more to take me to 11. That feels good. So he's at 4. Just such an awkward amount of damage to do to him. Because Nick does 3, Whiffin does 2. Oh, that's not right. Whiffin does 2, and then I do 3. So, anytime the game asks you to use Mystique, use Sauron instead. Nice. What happens when we push him? He just gets tough. Okay. Let's go Whiffin and Hulkling to push Unis. He comes in with 18 health. And he's tough. And Nick will thwart 2 here. Nice. That felt like a good turn. That felt like the type of turn that I was hoping that the deck would do. Stand up. We played Assess. We got 2, 4, 6, and a deck. I'm liking the Hulkling Justice build. He feels pretty good in Justice. All right, what do we got? Cypher X, 4 Justice, Hulk, and Banshee. Throw 1 and 1. Unis is going to attack me for 5 plus a boost. I'll take it. 6. Takes me down to 5. 2 encounter cards. First one being Complicated Lineage. Love it, honestly. Flip and... I'll exhaust and get rid of it. Then we've got Infinite Soldier with Guard. Nick does Gandalf things. And we're off. Let's start out by using Hulk Shape to play Cypher. Then we will Altman to heal 2 and shuffle Hulk Shape back in. And we are going to go grab Wing Shape while we're down here. Okay. We will flip up to hero form. We have to kill the Infinite Soldier somehow. Whiffin will go ahead and attack the Infinite Soldier for 1. Dazzler will take it out. And Cypher will attack. Attacks and damages a confused enemy. Stop being tough. Okay, let's use a Alien Physiology. Or actually, hold on. I want to play an event first. If I play 4 Justice, that just feels like a bad use of 4 Justice. It'll be fine. Okay. Alien Physiology will play a Wing Shape, which will ready Hulkling. I'll go ahead and punch the Tough. Cypher will then deal 2 damage. Take him down to 16, and we get to draw a card. Impersonation. Okay. Yeah, this is not a good hand. I guess we'll play Banshee. And then Banshee will attack here for 3. There you go. Yeah. Alrighty, cool. We could have impersonationed back down, but I think that's fine. We got Shapeshifter Strike, Armor Defense, Avengers Mansion, and Assess the Situation. How will he hold, I wonder, on Justice if he's Stalwart or Steady? Oh, I think he'll be fine. He has a lot of threat removal. I think that the allies are also underperforming because they are not chump blocking. JF. Because Unis punishes the chump block, I'm not chump blocking with them, so I'm like having a hard time like getting the full use out of them. Alright, we got 1 and 1. He's going to attack for 5 plus a boost. I'm going to block with Banshee. Plus 2, which puts 3 threat here. Takes it up to 5. We just have to avoid him putting another counter there. Unis activates against you. If the amount of threat is 3, he gets a tough status card, because of course he does. He's going to attack us for... I'm going to have to block this, and it's going to be 5. So he hits me for 5. So I go down to 2 damage. I am going to... use... What am I going to use? Use a shapeshifter strike to play an armored defense to knock the tough here. So I deal 2 damage. Give myself a tough status card. Exhaust wing shape to remove 2 threat from gene pool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cypher will attack and deal 2 damage to Unis, taking him down to 11. And we get to draw a card based off his response, which is Shapeshifter. That's pretty exciting, actually. Okay. How do we ready? What is our path to readying? We could Shapeshifter to grab Imitation Shape. Yeah. No, we're gonna grab Armored Shape. I need health. Alien Physiology will play Armored Shape on top of Wing Shape, which will ready me. And then we're going to use 5, 6, 8. I'm gonna grab Hulk Shape because I think I have lethal here actually. I forgot how much he can just kind of burst damage. So we're gonna grab Hulk Shape instead. Yeah, because now we Shapeshifter Strike for 6, Hulk Shape for 2, Hulkling for 4. That's lethal. I forget how fast he can just burst out of the gate. Like, he can... Hulkling is incredibly flexible. Like, right? Because you can use Shapeshifter, you can use Wiccan to get Shapeshifter, which gets you the Shapeshift upgrade that you need to get that ping damage, to remove that threat, to heal yourself. There's a lot of answers in his kit. And finding the right one is a lot easier than I expected it to be when I first broke him out. Because he has got Altman Resonance, which can recur them. His Alter Ego can recur them. He can use it with Wiccan. He can use it with Shapeshifter. And then there's a lot of cards that can like search for Shapeshifter, like Kalu or a Brother Voodoo can search for them. So I feel like he has a lot of ways to get to that shape that he needs to be in order to solve the problem that's currently in front of him. And with Hulk Shape, he can burst damage so fast, right? He has 3 attack with Hulk Shape. You play Hulk Shape, you get to ready, and then you get to do the damage. So if you play another event. So that worked out well. I do want to talk a little bit about his aspects and try and talk through some of my thoughts around what I think is his best aspect and just kind of work that out a little bit here on stream, because I think he's good in all of them. I think just running through them, aggression seems good. I really like his Holy Heroes play where he can fill up Holy Heroes, not necessarily to 6, which is where I typically like to get the optimized draw out of Holy Heroes, because you flip down, remove 3 on the turn you flip down, remove 3 on the turn you flip back up. But because you can time it so that he only needs 3 and then you can Impersonation down, draw those cards, then flip back up, and then you can use those cards in your hero state, that feels really good. Spoiling for a fight in aggression is a fantastic 0-cost event that's going to trigger his Shapeshift upgrade as well as get him ready to use his big stats. That being said, I feel like aggression may be his weakest, but it's still really solid. He can thwart like nobody's business using Wing Shape, which also gives him access to Aerial, which allows him to use cards like Dive Bomb, Pitchback, all really, really good aggression aerial events. So I think aggression is really good, but I think maybe towards the bottom of his list. JF, you think that the best at aggression with Winged as his main thwart? Interesting. Are you running like a lot of the aerial events at that point? Where you're running like Pitchback is a really efficient damage card, which then can trigger 2 thwarting. If you just sit in Wing Shape, you can trigger Pitchback over and over. I found a lot of success just sitting in wing shape with my aggression build in a multiplayer game and dive bombing Hone Technique. Hone Technique is another thing to talk about here, because Hone Technique, you need that mental resource to play it, but he has so much access to grab imitation form, which is the double mental, which you can use to play Hone Technique as well as get the kicker for anything that you play, usually using the extra damage for Hone Technique. So he's really good in aggression, but like when you look at Justice, which is like the aspect that we just played, he can thwart like crazy. And I think I'm kind of thinking about this through a true solo lens. He can thwart like crazy. He has a lot of card draw. He has wing shape. He has readying. He has, I mean, like Justice has one way or another in it, and Hulkling can clear pretty much everything, including utilizing an imitation to clear, then drop down and get the double. Anything that gives him access to his alter ego to get a double resource just feels really good. And Justice, with all the confuse that it has in it, it feels like Justice has to be one of his better aspects. That being said, he has imitation to flip down. He doesn't need confuse. You have ready for a fight and protection. So like you have ways to access alter ego without confuse at this point in the game's life cycle. But Justice felt really strong. It felt like I guess I am at 2 health. So like there is that. But I wasn't chump blocking because we were playing against Unis. Yeah, he can thwart like crazy while burning through the villain each time he likes and minions. That's very true. Justice also, I think the float. I think float is a really solid strategy for him. If you can maintain confuses, you can sit in imitation, which I think has one of the better responses, where you get to draw a card after you play an event. So if you use like a one way or another, you pull out a side scheme, you draw a card based off that one way or another. A basic thwart will take out a lot of the side schemes in solo, because they come in like with 3, and he has a 3 thwart at that point. So that feels decent. Justice is also just really good. But I could see aggression. I think I like Justice. I think Justice is a little bit stronger for him than aggression in true solo. That being said, we have Psylocke and aggression, which can provide that confuse. But the float strategy just felt really good. Flood with allies. He can pay for all the allies because he is so rich. Float like a butterfly. Keep him confused. If you want to stay in imitation so that he just never activates effectively, and if you have access to that much confuse with like X and Dazzler and Sonic Rifles and Upside the Head is a fantastic card for him, because you attack confuse. If they're already confused, they stun, and it's a 1-cost event, so you get to trigger your shapeshift upgrade. I think Justice is second to leadership, because leadership is leadership. Now I think leadership, strength in numbers is a really solid build across the entire table, and he is an Avenger, so you can strengthen numbers and do the Avengers as symbol shenanigans, and I think that's really strong. There are other ways to recur Wiccan in leadership, which seems good. With like Medlab, you can knock him out using his consequential and then play him. And if you're able to flip down using imitation shape, you can then play Wiccan. That being said, I think Justice may actually be a little bit stronger for him than leadership. There are a lot of really solid 0-cost Justice cards, Justice events, that can trigger his shape. Turn the Tide, already a very effective damage card. Now you also get to trigger Hulk shape. So it's 5 damage. You got one way or another, and you miss out on a lot of those really good, really, really efficient cards that we have in Justice in leadership. And so while he can play the Avenger Swarm, the Avenger Army, really what he has going for him is that he's rich. And like at this point, I feel like we're splitting hairs. He's just really good in all of them, and you can build him. He's so flexible that he can be built in any of the aspects and be amazingly effective in each one of them. Leadership, Strength in numbers is the answer to leadership when I'm thinking about like zero cost events. Strength in numbers draws you one card for every ally you exhaust, plus you get to trigger the shapeshift upgrade. I think I'm not thinking that leadership is his best just because leadership feels boring compared to the other aspects. It's not, but it just with how much interaction he has with the kit as well as different aspect cards, it feels like leadership is not as flashy as the other two. Protection, I think, probably is one of his lower aspects, would be my guess. You could run a perfect defense build, I think, fairly effectively. And that's not something I've really done. It's probably something I will do at some point, but you can run like 3 defense and armored shape. He has the healing, so he can make sure that he always has like Dauntless turned on. So he has 3 defense, pump it up to armored with a 4, 5 with his defensive conditioning. And so you are looking at never taking damage and then also healing at that point. I think the weird part with protection is that if you are going with a perfect defense build where you get the 3 defense, you get the retaliate, you get all of that good stuff, you're not using his response on the defensive shape, whatever armored shape, because you're not taking damage, right? The response there is that you heal damage, but if you're not taking damage, then why are you in the shape? So I think protection, his better lines probably lie with a always ready build where you can use the defense of armored shape if you need to, but use it more for the healing and not necessarily always be defending and use like what doesn't kill me and just maybe even tank hits and then just start attacking and then switch into defensive stance. Armored shape when you are ready, when you've taken sustained enough damage and you can heal that back up. So while he can get a 3 defense, I don't feel like in true solo it's that great because the healing and the defense are on the same card. So it feels hard to utilize both of them at the same time. It feels like you have to underutilize one to get the full effect of the other. And so that's a little sad. In multiplayer, I could see him like defending for a teammate and then tanking a hit and then healing using that. So I think it's a little bit better in multiplayer, but in true solo, I would say protection is probably his weakest aspect. And the way that I would play protection is to leading blow, buff attack, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of how I'm thinking of the aspects. I think it'd be justice, leadership, aggression, protection. And the top 3 are really, really tight in terms of power level. And it probably depends on what villain you're facing off because that just changes everything at this point. I think the key takeaway is Hulkling is incredibly flexible. He is very, very rich. He has 4 double resources in his kit. He has a double resource generator in his kit. He's just really good. He has recursion with Altman Resonance. He has healing in his kit. He has answers to whatever problem the game sets in front of you in his kit. So you can exploit any aspect really, really well. But I think this Justice game was impressive. I think Justice is probably his best. Leadership, aggression, protection. Yeah. I think you should try Hulkling against Stalwart or Steady. He's still strong there, but I can see why due to zero cost events in Justice. Yeah, I can. I have played against the Civil War stuff, which are Steady on stage 2. The thing is that Hulkling does not have any statuses in his kit. They all come from the aspect cards or the added deck building cards. And so I don't necessarily think that he gets worse when you are facing a Stalwart villain because he doesn't have any cards that are just dead on the draw. So in that sense, I think a relative power level, he is stronger than like Stalwart doesn't hurt him as much as some of the other heroes because he doesn't have any statuses in his kit. And I feel like when you remove status from a kit, the designers will typically increase the power level of their other cards to compensate for that. And in this case, Hulkling, really good against anything. But I can definitely try it against a stalwart villain at some point just to confirm those thoughts. But that's, I think, where I'm landing. Will I use Tiger next stream or still Hulkling? That's a good question. I think I will probably play some Hulkling, and I may put together some old hero new trick decks. But I want to make sure that I get my hero review completed for Hulkling before I start diving into Tigra, because once I start messing around with Tigra, all those wires are gonna mix in my head, and I'm just gonna lose it. So I think on Monday I will be back streaming. I'll probably do some Hulkling and potentially some old hero new trick stuff. And maybe if we have more information about the Arkham 2nd edition or more speculation about what that is, that could also be kind of fun to talk about. Anyways, I got to run because I'm going out to a Halloween party and I have to do a run before that. So here we are. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Means a lot. I had a lot of fun today. I still can't believe that we just streamed for almost 4 hours. It really does not feel like that, and that's how I know I'm having a good time. What's my costume? We're thinking of 2. So I have like a Toon Squad, so I'm wearing like Bugs, the Toon Squad from the original Space Jam. And then my wife was thinking about trying to put together like a Ash Ketchum Misty situation. So yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. See you around. Peace.